Do. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. In the words of Rakim, y'all. We back though. We ain't never leaving. The Brody is here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get the Brody on it. Oh Lord. Let me get the Brody on here. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the Brody on here. All right, all right, all right. All right. Hold on. I fucked that up. Damn. The Brody is in the building. What up, everybody? It's your boy Next Step in Who?
Okay.
We back, y'all. I know it's been a minute. Life be lifing, but we here.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
Life
worry, because
be
come
lifing.
football
But
season,
yeah,
we're
you
gonna
know,
be on
football
twice
season.
a
We,
day.
you
We on
know
there
that.
twice a day. You might
You
as well
know
get
it.
your rest now, everybody.
Yeah, as long as I can get the Sundays off, man, I'm straight.
Mm.
If I get
You
these
get
Sundays
Sundays off?
off,
Okay, cool. Bet it, bet
yeah,
it. I
because
gotta start
we
making
bid again right before the season starts. So
right.
hopefully everything will work out though. But bruh,
Mhm.
what's going on, man? It's a lot to talk about, man. It's been weeks.
Oh man.
OKC.
Mm-hmm.
And won the championship, the
Mm-hmm.
draft, summer
Mm-hmm.
league just started. Uh,
And Sixers fans are a little optimistic about VJ Edgecombe's his debut, good debut. Um, we'll definitely get into that.
yeah, man, like it's a lot to to talk about, man. So we gonna get
Mm-hmm.
right into it, but right after the intro, you know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get this intro popping, and we be right back with y'all.
Yep.
On the basement.
To relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the
Yeah, what up,
You.
y'all? We in the building. I was working on little things behind scenes. You see the new landscape of the pod, a little
I
bit.
see. I
I, I,
see. I
I
see it.
try.
I
I'm
see
working
it.
on it, so I'm still working on
Mm-hmm.
it but I wanted to put it up on the screen and what I mean, and
Yeah.
have it see how it looks thus far. But yeah, man,
Well,
we in
definitely.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
building. It's your boy Next Step in Who?
Okay.
We here, y'all, man. We are definitely here. We in the building, man. It's been a lot going on. We got the
Mm-hmm.
OKC winning the championship, the Achilles injuries this season, NBA draft,
Mm.
Ace
Mm.
Bailey and his handlers. We got the summer league done started.
Right.
NBA free agency then went little bonkers. The trade finally
Mm-hmm.
went through with KD.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
we got the ring culture debate with Gilbert and Draymond going at it, and then
Mm-hmm.
Jay Williams, Tracy McGrady, and Gilbert put Stephen A in his space on
Yep.
live on TV, and you could tell how Stephen A was uncomfortable. Then we got some in the music part of culture. Jim Jones saying he better than Nas. So I mean, it's a whole lot going on. We had some other things going on. The brotherly love. Shout out to the brotherly love basketball league that
Yeah.
started.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
shout out to my youngin Jack Clark. He's on the Sixers summer league team. Hopefully, he gets at least his G League deal
Oh yeah.
and work his way up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric Dixon, one of my other players as well. He's got
Okay.
a two-way contract with LA, 2 years, two-way
Mm-hmm.
contract with LA Lakers. Um, it's been a lot going on. If I missed anything or
Oh,
anything,
shout out to Justin Edwards too, man.
oh,
Shout out to Justin
yeah.
Edwards. He had
Shout
a
out to
great showing
Justin.
yesterday too.
I
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna talk about that too because I think he was grossly underpaid for that contract because
Okay.
that locks him at like a very low minimum for 3
Mm-hmm.
years. I think
Okay.
that contract could have been a whole lot better. You gave Shake Milton 22 million at one point.
Shake who?
Shake Milton.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. He got 22 million and how Justin only going to get like $6 million over 3 years. That's like he's going to outperform that contract right away. You already
Yeah.
outperformed it coming in as a rookie, averaging 10 points a game
Mm-hmm.
last year. So how that part it fickled me pretty bad with that when I ain't like
Mhm.
that contract. I was thinking at least he would get like $4 million a year for 3 years or something like that. But damn, 2 million, that's not cool. That's not cool
That's,
at all. That is no wiggle room there.
that's
Because
called, it's called lowballing.
it's crazy lowballing, and for Clutch Sports who represents them to accept that contract.
Yeah, because I'm
That
usually they're when they represent their athletes. This is not shade towards Clutch Management because they've done great for a lot of players, but yeah, you could have done better on this one. It looks like they just like jumped at the first thing that they saw or something like that. They didn't put any type of negotiating skills with it. They must have told whoever was in charge like just take it or
Yep.
something like that.
Pause. Pause.
Or yeah, or it could
What up, B?
or it could be the other way around, or it could be like maybe Justin was like, all right, well, whatever, man.
Nah, I don't see that.
But
I
I don't
can't. I
see that
can't.
either.
I'm not running with that one. Not at all. Not
Okay.
at all. When Bronny got drafted and got 7 million,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and he didn't perform or play as much as Justin did. So how Justin only gonna get 6, and he played a full season?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't add up now one bit.
Man, I'm trying to tell you that they straight lowballed him. You know, they just like, all right, look.
It's past low ball. It's
Yeah,
past low ball. And they locked him into that contract, and it's beneficial to that team, and is not beneficial to Justin because he's going to outperformed that contract already with just last year's stats
oh yeah, most definitely.
compared to the rest of the rookies.
Mm-hmm.
So to give him 6 million over 3 years, that's not. I mean, I'm happy that he
I mean,
got
that's $1 million per year, but
some
once those
financial freedom for him and his family.
a
But
little bit, but once those taxes hit, and from every place
taxes,
you play
and
in,
then you're paying your agent.
mm-hmm.
He ain't making no money.
But he still has his endorsement. Does he have an endorsement with like Nogales or something?
I'm
like
not
that?
sure about no endorsement. I don't know that. I haven't talked to Justin or Ebony or anybody in the camp. I haven't talked to Wayne in a minute.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, some people I'm cool with, but I don't
Yeah.
try to go out
Gotcha.
my
I
way
hear
to,
you. I
you know
hear
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely hear you on that
So,
because a lot of people do that. Yeah, I know the bull.
yeah,
Justin said this. No, you don't. That's
exactly.
hearsay. That's
Exactly.
hearsay.
You know what I'm
You know.
saying?
So what else you got? Talk to me.
But yeah, that fickled me pretty much
Oh yeah.
pretty bad, man. B saying send the link. What up, B? I'm gonna send you a link. Give me a second. Give me a second, bro. Um but what other things is
Oh,
going on?
you said OKC. You want to chop it out with OKC? Go over them real quick. Chop
Yeah, we
OKC
could do
in
that.
Indiana.
Congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder for winning the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect them to win it this year, so I'm not gonna
I
sit here
didn't
and act
either,
like I knew.
but I didn't expect
Once they
Indiana
got
to
to
win
the
it either.
finals, we had to pick a team. I did pick OKC
Mm-hmm.
over Indiana, and I did think it was going to be a great series. But
Actually, you know what? It kind of was to me because if you like basketball, this is what you want. If you're a coach and a young player who's looking at like guard play and stuff like that, this is what you want to see.
Yep.
A lot of people were a little disappointed because, and this is like people in the workplace stuff like that. I don't know if they really watch basketball like that. They were expecting like the marquee players and stuff like that to be there, like the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, and things like that. But guess what? Curry and LeBron, they're getting a little bit older now, so it's like, they're
you don't want to see the same players every year
over and over and over again. It was just like even like. I'll use Jordan as an example. After a while, you're like, damn, Jordan's in the finals again. Like, damn, wow.
Right.
Right. No disrespect because he had those sneakers on too. So it's
Exactly.
just like, what's he going to come in with?
Right.
But anyway, it was like a
Shout
breath
out
of
to
fresh
Dr.
air.
Kyle.
Shout out Dr. Kyle. I was talking to him yesterday. This dude is a fool. But yeah, it was good basketball. I mean, good guard play. I wish it didn't go like that. Like, unfortunately, that
for
Halliburton, that he calf injury, then it turned to I think it's ACL.
ACL, yeah.
Yep. ACL, calf to the ACL. So even Shea was like, I don't want to win it like that.
Yeah.
I want to play against the best at the best. and to show great sportsmanship on behalf of
Okay.
Oklahoma City.
Exactly.
Just going in there, checking on Tyrese, making sure he's okay and everything like that. So
Yep.
hopefully he'll be back. Especially
I'm not
with what's
thinking next
going on.
season. He got to take a season off. I don't want nobody rushing back. I don't want Dame to
Mhm.
come back next year. I don't. Well, Dame happened a little bit before the playoffs. Am I right?
Yes.
All right. So Dame has a chance to come back in the second half, and he can select his team, which is a good thing. We can talk about that as well.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um. I'm thinking. Uh. Uh. Over Celtics.
Oh,
Jason
take.
needed to just take the year off. No reason to rush.
Mhm.
Uh.
Shout out to Jalen Brown. You'll be getting all the shots, but your
Yeah.
record won't show it though.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but I think those players don't need to rush to get back.
Mhm.
They should just take their time getting back in it to the game that they love, get fully healthy, and make sure they're straight before you have another KD issue where he come back
Mhm.
too early and then tear his Achilles again.
Hurt himself
You
again.
know what I'm
And
saying?
also speaking of shots, congratulations to him. He got that super max, ultra max. To be
Oh yeah,
honest,
yeah, Shay, yeah, he
what was
well
it
deserved. He getting a statue already.
285 million?
285, bruh.
I was like,
And that
what?
was
You hit the
and and
lottery?
he took a team cut, a pay cut just to keep the players next to him, his players, because Holmgren and Williams is up probably
Mm-hmm.
during the summer.
Yep.
Holmgren next year, but they want to get it done early before that next what you call them change, so they can have a little bit more cap space.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they got get them two contracts soon.
Right.
So
And it's good, man.
but
The people, I like that.
but big shout out to the OKC Thunder winning it, and they did it through draft, except for Shea in a trade, of
Thanks,
course,
Clippers.
and
We definitely need that back.
Caruso in a trade, or Caruso's a free agent. It was one of the two.
I
But
thought it was a free agent.
yeah, so it made Caruso was a free agent then.
Mm-hmm.
So opposite of that, there was all of their players that they drafted, and they still got a shitload of draft picks left
Yeah.
to continue to keep revamping if somebody decides to leave because of not being able to get. They want to get their money, and
Los
they
Angeles Clippers. What were you
OKC won't be able
thinking?
to.
What were you
God,
thinking, guys?
chicken, grass. You had to bring that up at
Yeah.
all
What were you
teams.
thinking? What are you thinking,
We
guys?
passed that. We are so many years past that.
No, but that we're still paying for that.
I mean, that's on y'all.
Talent wise, we're still paying for that.
B, I sent the link. But yeah, man. So it was a great look. It's a great look for OKC, the small market teams being able
Mm-hmm.
to compete the way they did, whether Indiana won or Oklahoma City. I had no how you say, I don't have no dog in the race. I ain't had no dog in the race. I just had a opinion of who I thought was going
Just
to
watch
win.
it.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Please hit that like button and subscribe button as y'all come in. I appreciate y'all. If y'all say something, say hello, and I can give y'all a shout out. I appreciate y'all stopping in, whether it's for a second or
Mm-hmm.
more. But yeah, man.
Yeah, just watching. It was just great to see, Halliburton like just continuously shut people up. People, oh, he's overrated. He's this. He's overrated. He can't play. He can't do this.
well, I
First
mean,
round, second round.
I thought he was hunting at one point myself
Mm-hmm.
when because he get in this 3-point hunt thing where all he's thinking about shooting threes, and this is to drive me nuts watching him play. And then when clutch came, he performed like Jalen Brunson was performing. Clutch shots, it was all him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, shout out to them. Definitely shout
Yeah, I
out
mean,
to them.
it was good. I mean, for all in all, despite like the
Oh,
different,
okay.
unfortunate, despite the unfortunate injuries that happened to like key players, like in the playoffs and in the conference finals and finals and stuff like that. Like it was all in all, it was a pretty good series.
Yeah.
I mean, a
Uh,
pretty good playoff season.
yeah, most definitely. Caruso was traded for Josh Diddy.
That's
Yeah.
getting.
But yeah, so yeah, okay. You said send the link. I'm gonna send you the link, Kyle, because the phone number that we had, for some reason, Google deleted the number, and now we gotta create a new number. So I gotta figure out a way to get a more solidified number. I haven't been in thinking about that part. But Kyle, I'll send you the link so that you can get on the show as well if you want to jump. B, I sent you the link already. B, I already sent you the link, so let me send Dr. Kyle. So what's up, Kay? What you want to talk about, man?
Hey, let's go down. Let's go down the let's go down the thing. We said it's going down the ticker. So you got the NBA draft coming up. NBA draft came and went.
Yes,
we all know who went number one.
Yeah, I guess that's what Kyle probably wanted to jump on the podcast.
Somebody's happy. Now. So Kyle, please,
Yeah, I just sent him the link.
Air your grievances and everything about about the draft. But the draft, I mean, how do you feel about the draft anyway? Before Kyle comes on,
let me go to the next topic, of course. Bam. You know what I'm saying? You see, I slide it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? The NBA draft. I think it was okay. I mean, it's nothing.
You know what? We're not gonna like, because we have a high bar of expectations.
Yes.
Just being older and seeing what we see over the years and stuff like that. So it's like nothing's going to be the '96 draft or the 2003 draft or the '80 or the '84 draft. It's not. There's not going to be that anymore. We're not expecting.
Right.
Like, even though the '96 draft to me was like the best draft. I'm just going to just be totally honest with you, but. Right. But yeah, I mean, the draft was okay. We pretty much knew who was going like the first five. Congratulations to Thomas Sorber. He got drafted number 15.
13.
Oh, 13. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
He went to OKC.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's good.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, so he's good. But of course, like, with the draft, we all knew where Cooper Flagg was going. A lot of people were saying that Dallas kind of manipulated the lottery process with with Cooper Flagg going number one. I don't think so. It just happens. Hey, look, man, it's just the bouncing of the ping pong balls, man. For anything. What's up, man?
Hell no.
What's up,
What's
Eagles
up?
Super Bowl champ. Yo, if you're gonna be on this podcast, bro, please have the camera where we can see your face. Nobody want to look at your nose down or your nose up. If you want to be part of the podcast, be professional, man.
I'm walking.
Jesus
here, all right?
Christ.
What's that from? What's that from? Anybody know that? Nobody knows that Al Pacino line? Wait, nobody knows the Al Pacino line?
That's not what's his face.
I'm walking here. He hits the.
That's not the one with Keanu Reeves. That's not Devil's Advocate. That's not Devil's Advocate.
Nah, but you close. KC knows his stuff.
It's not. You said Al Pacino, right? It's not Donnie Brasco. It's not Donnie Brasco. No, it's not Donnie Brasco. That is.
I'm sorry. It's Gene Hackman. It's not.
Look at you. You try to get somebody damn.
My bad.
Exactly. Look how you fucked up.
My bad.
Dr. Kyle, I sent you
you said Gene Hackman?
I sent you the link.
Is that either Hunt for Red October or NBA?
Look at mine. B got a fan.
Hey, Eagles fans got to stick together. We walk into.
We working on. Are we gonna work on getting B segment, the B side? The B side segment. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna work on that. Life been life, and so that's why I'm a little behind. But I did try to start.
We all have been, man.
Dr. Kyle, I sent you the link. Dr. Kyle, he showed up for a second and then it went out. So that just lets me know his Obama phone or that Cricket joint that he's using is not working. Because this is the second week we tried this. Remember last week, y'all? The last time we was on the pod, we sent him the link and he kept.
Come on. Don't play Dr. Kyle.
Man.
You don't know how to register a new Google Voice.
Yeah, man.
Let's stop talking about Dr. Kyle. Like Larry, actually, Google Voice, add new number. It's plus sign. It's a simple joint.
I did that, and what's it called?
It ain't Dr. Kyle's fault that you don't know how to get another Google number.
That's one thing I didn't.
Let's call it a spade a spade.
Whoa, hold up! It ain't no, bro. There's nothing on here with no plus sign where I can add a new number.
I'm gonna have to work with you.
He said Dr.
I'm gonna have to work with you.
Dr. Kyle's doing a seminar with Dr. Umar.
Oh shit! Wait, that joke kind of go a little bit funnier than I think you. You realize.
Lord have mercy.
Dr. Umar.
Yeah,
King Kong consciousness with Kyle.
Kyle, I'm about to send you. Text me, Kyle, so I can give you the number to this phone, so then you can just call in from that phone to this phone. Oh, hold on.
Here we go.
Wait
Here
a
we
minute.
go.
Wait a minute.
There's the
Dr.
baby boy.
Carl Osborne is in the building. How you doing, Dr. Carl? Back on the podcast. Milk Dud, what's up?
Damn.
Yeah, y'all know what time it is.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
Dr.
talk about
Kyle.
that draft. Let's talk about that #1 pick.
All right, let's do that.
Dr. Hot Take Kyle. I love it.
Yeah. Let's
I'm
talk
ready.
about that #1 pick.
I wanted to talk about that.
How it's gonna revolutionize the league. Let's talk about it.
So let's talk about it. #1 pick went to the Dallas Mavericks.
Of course.
Yo, what the? Yo, you the worst, bro.
My fault.
What's
going on over there?
Crackling, dropping phones, half your face. Yo,
Hey, I'm locking in for Dr. Kyle. Go ahead. Dr. Pepper, Dr. Kyle.
Here we go, Dr. Kyle's camera and stuff. Here we go.
Oh, see, and you on me. See, it ain't just me. Dr. Kyle.
Pause. I am not on you.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
You are out of pocket. Hold up. Wrong.
God did. Oh, my goodness. Wrong. There it is. Wrong. There it is.
Oh, there go Dr. Umar. I mean, Dr. Kyle.
Yeah, no, all that noise is going over there in B. It was disrupting my reception. Everything all right over there, brother?
Everything okay. I'm sorry. You need every bit of quietness with your reception. I understand.
I do, man. Listen, Larry finally had got his program to be Apple compatible, so I don't know what type of Obamacare phones and other different things y'all keep going on.
Go ahead, Kyle.
But that's good. I'm happy. I'm happy you guys are leveling up, man. That's always a good thing.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So
this guy, I hope they cutting you a check, B.
Yeah, please put that down, bro.
Product placement.
Bro, we ain't getting no check for this.
Larry, what kind of operation y'all running here, brother?
I don't know, but he about to get fired. Yo, come on, why you keep promoting it? Stop promoting.
Like you just gave Coca-Cola extra.
Yeah, dog.
Listen. Not Kyle. I'm sorry. Larry done gave the Cowboys everything. He got a whole basement of Cowboys paraphernalia.
But that's
whole basement.
That's logos. That's product of my.
What was the can? Okay,
you are promoting. Right. I'm not promoting Dr. Pepper.
I'm not promoting. I'm drinking it.
You are.
It's a real drink.
You putting it in the camera for us to say, so everybody can look at it.
That's why you can see half my face when I'm drinking. That's why I do this.
Bro,
so I don't promote. Thank you. Thank you. You see how I just walked you into that? Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Yeah, Kyle, go ahead, Doc, because I don't know what the
I'll wait for B to finish. I don't want to, step on whatever message he's trying to come across with.
Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, Lord, as y'all come in, man. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Kyle. Y'all got
I'm gonna get Monto's front row tickets to his boy Dr. Umar since we doing that seminar together. I'm gonna have Mont. I know Mont's a big fan of Dr. Umar, so I'm gonna make sure he gets in there. I'll get him some VIP passes in the back and meet and greet. I got you, Mont. Don't worry about it, brother. I got you, baby. I'm gonna take care of you.
Damn. Wait, Mont don't like Dr.
Mont loves Dr. Umar from my understanding. That's his guy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, well, let me get some seminar tickets too. Shit.
Yeah. I got y'all. Y'all can do a little meet and greet, take pictures with him, and you know what I mean. Y'all can do the Chris Brown meet and greet joints. Y'all can do those pictures.
Whoa, Larry, where you at? Larry, hit the button.
I'm in the same spot.
Hit the button, Larry.
No,
hey, man, you said you wanted Larry. You said you want tickets. I got you. I mean,
go ahead,
I said tickets. I ain't say
tickets. I'm gonna get y'all. Listen, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I won't be there. I won't be there, but I'm gonna get you the tickets though.
Yo, Doc, how do you feel about y'all getting #1 pick, and what y'all got going for y'all this summer?
I feel great, man. I feel great. We are back, Larry. We are back. I mean, let's call this what this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is all just compensation for the earlier transaction that happened earlier in the year. It is what it is.
Yes, it is.
Right. Yep. So we understand how the league works. When you give up an asset such as that, then you're gonna get compensation. You know what I mean, on the back end. So I'm feeling confident. feeling
Confident.
very confident.
Confident.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, we got who do we pick up? We pick up D-Lo. So just make sure that nobody's
Yeah.
talking about certain activities in the locker room when he's around.
Yeah, throw some
So
water on. He might have a
yeah,
wire.
yeah. You just gotta have him go through like TSA when he comes to the locker room.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, he's. I think he's coming into a really good situation because he really doesn't have to be the guy. Like I think he's more than prepared
Stupid.
to do what he needs to do in the league. But I think him just coming into the league, he's gonna have AD. Kyrie will be coming in later in the season.
Yep.
D'Lo, we got a lot of athletic forwards and centers. So he's coming into a good situation, man, and the kid can ball. Like I think he plays later in the week, in the summer league. So we'll get a chance to check him out. But hey, man, I'm excited, brother. We're back. That's
Y'all
it.
back? Y'all back just that fast?
We back. Listen, y'all saw Trading Places. We're back. Coming to America. Mortimer. We're back. That's what it is. So, listen, man, young bull's tough. Y'all seen him play. The young bull's tough.
Yeah,
So
he's definitely tough. I no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. The moves y'all made, I think it solidifies a little compensation for the help to keep y'all afloat while Kyrie's out. His injury happened before the playoffs, so I
yeah,
will see him coming back in the second half of the season, possibly. Because his wasn't Achilles. I think his was ACL, right?
yeah. He
ACL.
should be
So
back possibly January,
yeah,
February.
right before. I think come at the All Star break.
All-Star
After All
break.
Star
Yeah,
break, you should
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
fine.
We should be
You hungry,
realistically we
B?
should be competitive
Yeah.
God damn,
throughout
dog.
the season, so we should be good.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
you are sorry.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop an endorsement for chicken. My fault.
All right.
So Lil, let me get this straight. We doing chicken and soda? That's what
And
kind of
soda.
endorsement we doing, B?
Bucket of grape sodas.
We're doing chicken. Yeah. What's
B,
wrong
I,
with chicken?
I
Hot
expected
chicken.
more, but it's all right.
Way to perpetuate the stereotype, B.
Yeah.
Come
All
on, man.
right.
It's just chicken. It's just chicken. Come
It's
on. That's
just
all I'm
chicken.
doing.
You said
It's
that.
not fried chicken. It's just chicken.
You said that. Man. All right. So what else? Dr. Kyle.
Hey, see, hey,
Yo,
You done
something's
fucked
wrong
up.
with you,
You done
man.
fucked up the
Yo,
whole
you
flow of the show, yo.
no, he's all right. He's all right. Speaking of young boys,
what am I doing? I'm just eating. I'm
speaking of young boys,
enjoying it.
BJ Anscombe had a great game as well. 28
Yes,
points
he
yesterday.
did. Yes, he did. He
B,
looked
since you're a
He
great.
was looking
Philadelphia
good out
fan,
there.
he was.
Wait a
So
minute.
B, since you're a Philadelphia fan, what's your take
Yes,
on
sir.
BJ Anscombe in his debut play?
I mean, he kind of looked exactly how we expected him to look. Athletic, aggressive. He made a lot of good reads. He looks fantastic as as a scoring threat.
Yep.
I just hope he stays healthy. I hope he consistently knocks down a three. But even if he doesn't, I don't mind because I think we get McCain. I think we get Jared
Hold, time
McCain back,
out.
right?
You gonna say even if he doesn't,
Even if he
he's gonna
doesn't
be
consistently knock down the three, he may not be as much of a
I thought you
used
were
in the
saying if he
offense on
don't.
the three.
You still need to fuck off. I'm
What
so
was you
lost.
thinking?
I'm so lost what you was about to
No,
say.
I'm saying even if his rookie season he's not as good of a scoring threat from the three like Jared was his rookie season. I think that he still has an upside for us. I think we're looking good.
Okay. All right.
Look, Casey having a ball back there. You know what
No,
I mean? Like he never.
Kyle.
Hey Larry, he never
Kyle,
going back
man.
to the pound. He
Listen,
never going back. He
it's
never
Dr.
going back to the pound. He eating
Dr.
good.
Kyle, man.
You said something gay.
It's
Okay,
Dr.
you not
Kyle, man.
he doubled down on you not going back to the pound. I don't know what the fuck.
Listen, it's Dr.
You
Kyle,
said
man.
let me cook, Dr. Kyle. Say what's on your mind, Doc. Say what's on your
I'm
mind,
saying
bro.
anything. Listen, I was listening to B's analysis. I was watching the game yesterday. BJ looked good. BJ
He
looked
did.
good. The boy from Auburn looked good. What's his name?
D Hart.
Broom.
Oh no, not D Hart.
Broom. Yeah, Broom looked
Boom.
good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about
Um,
him. If he's
he looked.
involved, he's fine. When he's not involved, he looks out of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
He that's his game. From when I watched him in the league in NCAA, every time when he was
So
involved in the game, he was okay playing, and then as soon as he felt as though he wasn't involved, he looks lost.
Mm. Just wanders.
He's
Not
gone.
not setting plays
did
for
Ace
anybody else.
did Ace play yet or no?
Yeah, he
I
played.
don't
He
think
had
he
Yeah,
eight
played.
points.
mm.
8 points.
I didn't even catch the game. How did horrible?
He shot
How did he
horrible
do?
from the field. He even got
I
subbed
mean,
in the
I
clutch.
mean, he was. I mean, I don't know. It's their first summer league game, so
Hmm.
it's a small sample size and kind of getting
Right.
everybody acclimated to things. Again, VJ, your top pick, looked good. So
Yeah.
and to
Right.
have him against Bailey. Bailey, I think looked all right. His shot wasn't falling.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel bad for Bailey just because of the way that there's some of the decisions that he made coming into the draft and then kind of everything with the fallout because I feel like he has more pressure on him than Cooper does. Because if you're looking at the
Hmm.
fact, the entry point that he has and kind of
Mm-hmm.
the reputation that he's made for himself, and I'm not putting it on him. I think it was his representation. I think he
Yeah.
had poor representation.
Teams
Right.
good.
But now that it's a reflection upon you. So I feel
Right.
like he has more pressure on him in that he's not going to even, he has to play well. Because if he has any bad games or any long stretches of bad games, like which most rookies are going to experience, it's just got more and more pressure on him.
Right.
So, but he's talented, man. Bailey, you saw flashes of it. His shot just wasn't falling, but
Yeah.
he's good, man. Like we saw him last year. We saw him and Harper play when he played Penn State earlier this year, and the kid is talented, man. It's just unfortunate that whatever plan that they
Damn.
There we go.
That's crazy.
There we go.
Damn. And you know what's crazy about that? Dr. Kyle was talented
He was
on that analysis.
yeah,
The
he was
kid was
doing
Okay.
good.
talented. He
Okay.
was
He was
doing
doing
his
real
thing.
good.
Oh, he ready for that?
He back.
Oh,
He off again.
bye bye. What's up, bro? Damn.
We about to get the dunk. What's up?
Say hi.
How are
Hey.
you?
She
But
can't hear you. Hear my earpiece.
all right. But
Go back.
yeah,
Finish
man.
watching your movie,
So
bro. I'm gonna
as
get
far
chocolate
as
milk in a
what
second.
about the rest of the draft? Doc, are you back?
I'm back. I said I don't like the way how y'all operate, man. People start
I'm
making
confused.
points. This is
Everybody
what y'all
else
do.
is
Y'all
fine.
disconnect them.
I didn't do it.
It's all right.
Everyone else is
No, no,
fine.
no, no. Oh, he tried to blame
It's all
us.
right.
Yeah. you know what they say.
He tried to blame us.
If you can't look
Hey,
within
hey, hey,
yourself first,
it's definitely,
everybody
it's
else is
definitely not
always
me.
gonna be wrong,
Hey,
right?
yo.
It's gotta be. It's not me. You know, as soon as the brothers start, you know what I mean, making some valid points, this is when y'all want to
Start
disconnect me.
cooking.
I see the line.
Nah,
It's
you
all right.
was you was
I
cooking.
see it.
You was
Michael.
I
cooking.
get it.
You was doing
It's all right.
very well
You was
today.
Larry,
cooking.
Well, yes.
obviously Larry
The-
doesn't. He didn't. Larry cut the cord though.
No,
Larry
your
unplugged
minutes,
me. It's
your
cool, Larry. Don't
minutes
worry
is
about it.
you ain't talking after 7 o'clock. So your minutes,
See.
your minutes is.
Oh my god.
When you
But
talking before seven
but
o'clock,
Larry,
you're on that minute restriction.
Larry, but see, it's the weekend though. I got free dice and weekends. You can't
No,
do this. You know what I mean?
it's Sunday.
Nah, free dice and weekends, bro. Nope,
Sunday
Sunday's a
starts the
weekend.
regular part of the week, and you
No,
might use up all the
that's not
regular
true.
minutes,
You
and
can't,
your
Larry.
anytime minutes is done.
O'clock in the
Nah,
morning.
bro. Listen, Larry. I used to work at Radio Shack. I used to sell people these trashy
What?
deals. Trust me,
Yeah,
it's
Shout out.
impossible.
Shout out to
He
Radio
said
Shack.
Radio
I know the
Shack.
the
game.
1 cent,
Shout
1 penny you
out
get
to
it, your
Radio
first
Shack.
bill be like 400.
BK, listen, B and K. I don't know
Radio
what he's
Shack.
talking
Oh
about.
my
Sundays
god.
are absolutely included in weekends.
Yes,
I know my plans.
yes, sir.
Yo, I
Yeah.
used to work at Radio Shack too, to
Shout
be
out to
honest
Radio
with you.
Shack.
Might say Dr. Kyle phone's like
Here we go.
Umar school here today, going tomorrow.
I worked at
Mine,
Circuit City too. I worked at Circuit City mainly.
Oh yeah,
I
those are the
will have your
hookup.
tickets, bro. I got
TR,
you. Meet and greet.
Toys
You get
R
the
Us,
VIP package.
everything
I
that's shut
got you.
down. Everything that's
Oh
shut
man,
down. I used to work
how do
there.
y'all feel about the rest of the draft? Any speculation to anyone else or any kind of hype do you feel as though is going to happen with anyone else in the draft as far as Sixers with VJ?
I think I
Who
like.
your Clippers pick
I
up?
I, I think it's I think it's going to be interesting in San Antonio. I want to see how the guard play is going to end up with that because they got Castle over there. You just got Harper. You got Fox. So I'm wondering how that's going to work. I mean, they're all good players, but I'm just kind of curious to see how that's going to materialize.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm very
you had
interested.
to take him, right? Like you had
Well, no, you
he's
didn't
there.
have to take him. You
Well,
could have took
yeah,
Ace.
that's true. But see,
No, ain't nobody want to take Ace. He
Yeah,
played
nobody
himself out
wanted
of
to take Ace.
position.
Yeah,
No, I
Ace did that
understand him playing
intentionally.
himself out of position, but what I'm saying is, even though you him being represented the wrong way,
Right.
I think having that log jam at guard, especially with a talent like Dylan, is a problem
Yeah,
because you
that's my
have to get
concern.
rid of somebody for
Right.
him to shine. He's not a bench player.
It's an
He's
asset.
he's
It's an
6'6"
asset.
point guard that
Point
can
guard.
hoop. You
But
ain't gonna have
look,
him
it's
coming off the bench. That's not
Larry.
cool.
It's
Please,
an
if y'all in
asset
here,
when
please hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit the and say what's up so I can give you a shout out. I appreciate it. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Go ahead.
you're looking at the possibility for the franchise to actually be able to trade for something of value now because they'll have too many young assets. It's not a bad situation. It's a good situation that can transform into something that looks even different for the trade market. They've
Now
got
I understand.
assets to trade.
Yeah, I understand it. But what asset are you trading? You're just saying basically Fox, you only here temporarily. That's what you're
I
telling
mean,
me.
De'Aaron Fox is an outstanding trade option. I would never want to get rid of him. I love De'Aaron
But
Fox. I would keep him over anything. But what he can get you a lot on the market for real, for real. He can get you a lot on the market.
But I don't know if that market is the same now because of the way that these teams are being structured to the point where now there's nobody wants to have those three major contracts on their roster no more. Everybody will do with two and then have possibles on like be playing spades now. Nobody want to do three because three big contracts is now taking up your whole side. This is what the Sixers issue is. Those three contracts is taking up all your funds. And
That's
now
true.
you got to sign people for lower uh contracts, but then you ain't gonna be able to get the players that you want. So let's just say this:
You saw Sixers
OKC,
got Jabari Walker signed.
yeah,
You saw that?
but you
You
see
brought,
the
you brought that
contract
up.
that he got.
He got that's actually a great value
But what I'm saying is because the market
because of
is
the
not
situation. Right,
allowing
right. You're
more.
right. Yeah,
You
you're
see what
right.
I'm saying?
I agree
Like
with you.
like Grimes, he wants 25 million. No, you're not getting 25 million, bro. And the reason you ain't just leave is because nobody can pay you 25 million now.
right.
Yeah, they ain't giving you shit for
You
you
see what
ain't
I'm
do nothing
saying?
yet. Yeah.
So being as though you can't get what you're asking for, you're just gonna hold out to the last minute to try to get whatever you can get, but it ain't gonna be what you really want, no matter what.
Right.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So I think a lot of these players, I mean teams are trying to look at it like now, all right, we'll take two big contracts, but that third one, we gotta spread the wealth. Because I can't
Yeah.
afford to give 40 million more to one person when I can use 15, 15, and 10 and get three players that's because of the way the market is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, we're gonna step back. The most you can get is 10. Somebody might offer 11, I can match it. Cause now they got the bird right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So if nobody else is willing to give it to you, and if somebody do offer it to you, go ahead with that team because more than likely that
Right.
team already gonna be tight. And they just
Right.
try to outbid you just to see if you can build your market for them to bite on that contract.
Right. Ooh, I
So,
was waiting for that finished sentence to make sure he wasn't in violation. I was waiting on that one.
whoa.
Let me ask you something. Do you
I
think
don't know
there's
if I
going to
want
be
you to
more?
talk right now because you've been a little off.
What I say?
I don't know what's going. I'm sorry that we've been off like the last 3 weeks, B.
Listen,
'Cause you was cooking for a
listen.
moment,
Let
and
me
my
ask you.
tell you itself. But
Listen,
now
listen, listen,
today
listen,
you
listen,
just like
listen.
all over the place, bro.
I'm always cooking. I just want to ask you one question. How many clubs are going to start to see their assets request to be traded away because that state tax is way too high?
Well, you got to
How
think
many
about
people you think
got
are going to do that?
you got to think about the market.
Depends on where the
The
location
team
is.
in the market is what counts.
I know. And I'm
Now,
just saying
every
that a
market ain't
lot of the
every market
financial
is not the
aspect
same.
goes into every market is
Dallas
not the same.
market
But
is different from Florida and New York, LA. You know, like certain teams you can get away with that. Then there's the teams that you can't. But those are the
where did
teams more than
KD just
likely,
go?
huh?
Where did
Houston.
KD just go?
Houston.
Houston.
That
So we
that
see
Texas,
a mass exodus to Texas
be-
and to Florida teams.
Florida, Miami don't they taxes is crazy down there too, I believe. Houston,
No,
Houston, I thought
Florida? No,
Texas
it's not.
it ain't. I know Texas is tax free.
Texas is yes, Texas is damn near tax free, but Florida is like the second best thing you can get in the country.
Oh, okay. I'm not that familiar with it, but I knew they had some
Yeah,
kind of taxes. I don't hear everybody saying that let's just go to Miami because if that was the case,
not
Miami would be the
Miami,
go-to. Go ahead, Dr. Kyle. It sound like you look like you're
Orlando.
about to say something.
You hurry up
No,
for the
I
signal
think
drop.
it depends. I'm getting a little worried over there with B because I'm getting ready to put a call in the diapers with all that baby screaming in the background. I am a
Oh,
mandated reporter, but I want it. But I'm happy you went outside. You're all right, B. Don't worry
I,
about it. You good.
I had to. I had to.
It's all right,
It was
man.
too much.
You know what I mean? I'm a little concerned about child safety. But listen, I mean, I think it really depends on
Man.
where the person is in their career. Because if you look at KD's, despite the financial benefits, say if it wasn't Houston and say Florida was the best place, like you're saying, B, like I don't think he was going to go to Miami, right? Like just because of in his career, it also depends on the team. So I think you got to factor in a lot of different elements. Like I get the
He
financial
ain't choose
aspect
where
of
he
it.
went. He ain't
Yeah, he
choose where he
did.
went. He found out later. No, he found out he was
He
traded mid conference interview.
Do
He
you
did not
really
decide that.
think, B, come on, you are a highly educated man. Do you really think he
don't
had
give him
no
so many
idea where
props.
he
Don't
was
give him so
going?
many props. Come on, he's
No,
I
okay.
think that
no,
he
no.
He has
I
moments.
think that
He knew full well. It may have been announced there. He knew full well that he was going to Houston. He knew that already. These conversations are happening hours or whatever beforehand.
So
I'm
basically,
sure
you're
he was well
saying
aware.
they are doing what's the talk before free agency
What, the
with
tampering
Sixers
and all that?
when Sixers get caught up in all the time tampering. Yeah, they're
yeah, the
Yeah,
tampering.
tampering.
yeah. Like
No,
he knew he was
I
going.
wouldn't say that.
Certain
I wouldn't
players,
say that far.
certain players have the cachet and have the ability to know and kind of guide where things are going to go, where they have more leverage, right? So KD
Hmm.
was going to go. One of the three places that came out, I think, a few days was Houston and a
Houston,
couple other teams.
Miami. Yep,
Miami was on him, but he's
yep.
not going to go to Miami because he's not going to be in contention at Miami. It's just right. So I think for certain
That's not
players,
why
like
he's not
if
going to
you're
Miami.
for
He's
younger
not going to
players,
Miami
I
because
agree
the
with you.
conditioning is too much. Everybody knows Miami. Pat Riley runs a military boot camp on
That's true.
off-season conditioning, and he's a known stoner. He smokes weed a lot. He's not going to want to smoke and have to run like more than he's ever had to in his life. That's plain
So
and
that's what I'm
simple. It's not
so
about
that's what I'm
contention.
saying.
It's lifestyle.
So you're proving my point, right? Like even though
Hmm.
Miami has financial benefits, depending on the player or where they are in their career, they're not going to just go there because all right, yeah, the taxes are going to be beneficial for them as far as them being able to hold on more to their money. It also depends on all right, what kind of culture is there. So he'll go to a Houston or even maybe another team that like, hey, the financial benefits might not be as much, but I'm not going to go to Miami because Miami and what's going on down there. But I think it
Right,
depends
but
on where the person is in their career. Like if for a KD, I think the winning portion is more important. But if you're a young dude and you want to hold on to more of your money, yeah, you'll go to a Miami or you might go to like a Houston because of the benefits. But if Houston was a terrible team, you're not going to see a lot of older players that want to win go there.
Because they don't want to be part of a
so
rebuilding project.
So
Right.
how about the whole thing with Jalen getting traded from Houston has to do with the coach creeping up on Drea, his girlfriend. How about that? Did you hear that just dropped?
Now,
That
see,
I
Yeah,
just
mean,
dropped.
I
I
didn't
mean,
know
it's
that. I just thought that he was just part of the package because I really thought he was going to stay. So
Pause.
now,
well,
well, yeah, I thought
I
he was
mean,
going to stay.
here's the coach. But we know what the coach does, right? The coach was doing that in Boston. Like you
Right.
can't leave your
Yeah,
girl
that's what I'm
around
saying.
him. Yo, you
So,
You
can't leave
can't
your
leave.
lady. Or you
you
can't
can't
do
leave
that.
him
Like it's
alone.
not.
Don't
Yo,
leave
he
your
doesn't
girl
respect
around
the rules.
me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like
for
yo,
real.
he doesn't respect the rules of the locker room, right? Like yo, if your
At
chick is
all.
coming in, like yo, I'm gonna crack on your chick.
I'm
Like
gonna
that's just
get
what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
he's
do it.
still
He
kind
got
of young. He's
that
still
Drake
kind of
complex.
got.
You know
Well,
what
he
I
don't
mean?
have low T yet, so he's still slinging.
Listen, look,
That's
man.
just it.
That's what got him out of there in Boston. So why is anything gonna change in Houston?
yeah.
I blame Jalen for dating these old hoes. He need to stay in his range. This is what happens when you start hitting 40, 20 years older than him. That's what happens. Yeah, your coach you're trying to hit now. You on his
Hey
avenue.
man, the game is the game, bro. That's on him. If he ain't listening
Yeah.
to the old heads telling,
It's-
that's on you. You get caught up there. A lot of
you know,
these young
He ain't
bulls is
been
getting
right
caught up
since
with their
Josh
younger.
Christopher and him had that whole situation online.
K, how well, I just love him.
Hey, KC face is hilarious.
Yo, he making oh, it's been a day. I know it's been a minute. Like goodness gracious.
Oh man.
Um,
I'm sorry, I can't get that light out of this camera focus. My fault,
yeah,
y'all.
you can by just not being in the room. What the fuck
Well,
is
I had
going
to,
on,
I had
yo?
to, I had to move. I had to move to get to a charger. I was on like 3%. I had to.
Yo, you
I
got
had to
more
make a quick
excuses.
move.
You got
awesome.
excuse.
I was outside.
Dr. Kyle, what's up with your band, dog?
Hey man, listen, that he part of
Listen,
the. Didn't all y'all grow up together? That's all. That's you, OG. I don't know what to
But
tell you about that,
he
brother.
want to slot on the podcast.
Well,
He can't even get set up where when we do the
hey,
podcast,
listen,
he
listen,
right
listen. It was
there.
supposed to be ready at 1:30, then 2, then 2:30, then 3. It just kept getting
damn,
No,
pushed back.
I never
damn,
said that.
damn. He coming at your punctuality, Larry. What you got?
I
Well, you
said
know
What you
what?
saying,
That's
OG?
that's
He
that's,
blamed it
that's
on
my
K.
fault.
He blamed it
I
on
didn't
K. Yeah,
blame
yeah, yeah.
That's
Damn.
always
K.
my
Yeah, you
fault. Yeah,
did.
that's my
Thank
fault.
you.
That's
You
my
did.
fault.
It's
Thank
cool,
you,
K.
K.
It's all good,
I
K.
had to,
It's all
I had to
good,
run some
K.
last minute errands. That's all. I had to run some
Yeah,
last minute
Right.
that's
errands.
This
cool. That's cool. That's
Put it
cool.
on me.
That's cool. I
That's
would
my
have played better. I
that's
would
my
have played
turnover, y'all.
better.
That's a good turnover. My turnover,
Oh
y'all. My
shit.
turnover.
Oh,
You got it.
oh. There's no good turnover.
There's
We
still
gotta
a good
stop
turnover.
that. We gotta stop
no
that. Let's
such
bring an
no
end
such
to
thing
that.
as a good turnover, bro.
There's
I
a
can't.
good turnover. Oh
This,
my god.
Yeah.
Yo, can you get in a better place, bro? Because
I'm trying to get. Can you work with me a bit? Here, let me do a
no,
Dr.
I
Kyle
can't.
and
I
let the
can't.
phone.
No, we 2 years into this podcast. You wanted to be part of the podcast, and you still don't got the proper setup.
B act like he in jail, like he can't move to a
Yeah,
different
dog.
spot of the room.
Are you sure?
He's like,
I'm trying to keep the crying baby
I
noise
can't
away
move.
from the background,
I ain't
and
worried about the
he's
crying
walking around the
baby.
house looking for me.
I ain't worried about the
So
baby. Nephew is good.
Yeah,
I'm real.
Nephew is good, but it's just the setup of the camera and
nigga sitting in the corner
Okay.
yo, boy, it's crazy. He in the
I
closet,
got you. Hold on.
literally
Pause.
with a layup.
Whoa. Pause.
out of pocket, man.
Yo.
But yeah, man. If y'all are
See,
here,
what is
please hit
this?
that like and
Keep on. Here
subscribe
we
button.
go.
We have our brother Dr. Kyle, Next Psychologist Podcast. Please, you'll see his logo on the corner of our sponsors, and you can always go to his Facebook and his Instagram and his YouTube
Sir.
channel. And his
And TikTok.
partner, what's my man name? Lawrence. Yep, the guy that does the Black Psychologist Podcast.
What you call him, Lawrence?
I forgot his name. I ain't said his name in a
Yo,
minute.
Jay,
Kay, I
man.
ain't tell you
Dr.
this.
J.
K, let me tell you. I ain't tell you this. When we was at Mont Joint, right? I was fucking with Larry, right? And I called him Lawrence. He got so
Yeah, I don't play that shit.
Oh
I don't.
shit.
I don't, cause my name is my whole
Your
life.
name
I always
Lawrence, dog?
no. Stop playing with me,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Your government is
I don't do
Lawrence?
that. I don't do
Like
that.
Fishburne Lawrence?
No, my name is Larry
My fault.
Scott. That's it.
Well, what's
There's
Larry
no
short for?
no
It can't just be
Lawrence.
Larry.
Lawrence is the real name. Is the actual name of Larry, but on most people's birth certificate, their name is Lawrence and then their last name or middle name and then last name. My name is just
All right.
strictly Larry's, not
I
Lawrence
hear you.
and then Larry. I
He
hate
got
trying.
it.
I hate that old man ass name, man. I swear to God, I hate when somebody. I get heated. I get heated real fast. If you want to turn my
I
temperature up real
see.
quick, call
He
me
got
fucking
so
Lawrence.
upset, Kay.
Yeah. and Cal knew what he was doing when he said it to me too. I look at Cal, like, I just fuck with you. I just fuck. Don't fuck with me like that, bro.
I had it on tuck. I couldn't wait for it. Right? Like,
Whoa.
He passed me the
You had it
soda.
on tuck. You couldn't wait for it.
Listen. He
Now
gave me
this nigga
he
gonna be in
passed
the
me the
orange
soda.
chair. Look at this motherfucker. I swear to God. Yo, can you?
I can't do shit. I can't do shit. I can't eat chicken. I can't drink Dr.
Your
Pepper.
name is
I can't.
Nice.
My what?
Are you looking at the screen?
Nigga sitting in the
I'm trying
beanbag chair.
to. Yeah. What happened? What happened?
Yo, his contract about to be up quick, yo. I swear.
What happened?
Do you see how you look on the screen?
Nah. I can't see how I look on the screen.
What you on the? What you
red beanbag?
What you got a beanbag chair or something?
No, it's a leg. It's one of my leg press machines. I'm just laying on the leg press machine.
He's a white 13-year-old boy. What are we talking about?
I'm on a leg press machine. I'm sorry, y'all. It's got a good outlet close to here, so I just figured it was gonna work. Y'all rotten. I can't eat shit. I can't eat. I can't drink. I can't charge my phone.
Right,
I can't avoid a crying baby. I can't be near the crying baby. I go to sit the hell down on the workout machine, and all of a sudden it's a beanbag from Lawrence's thoughts.
So here you about to be just in the comments in a second. I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Here you go. Better.
Yeah, now you got this dumb ass light in the background. What the fuck, you an angel?
Come on. Yes, I am. There you go. Now you entertain me with your bullshit. You get it? That's a Bible bar. You ain't ready for that.
And here we
go.
NBA free agency has coming upon us, and we just were talking about the KD to Houston. What other interesting things that's happened in the trade NBA free agency that y'all find to be odd or a good look, or you think it was a bad look? How about the Desmond Bane to Orlando? What's your thoughts on Desmond Bane to Orlando?
About that? I mean, I think
that was weird.
I mean, he could fit
What's
in.
going
He
on?
could fit on that team, like on Orlando. But I don't know.
I think Orlando gave up too much. First off, for Desmond Bane, I'm just gonna say that they gave up
first
too
round
much.
Picks. They gave him like 4 first round picks
for
Cole
T-Rex
Anthony and they were just dumping contracts. They got rid of contracts.
I guess
gave him first round picks.
Did they get rid of Jalen Suggs?
No, he's hurt. He's coming off ACL as well.
Damn.
I know. I think his was his shoulder. My fault. His ain't ACL. I think his was his shoulder.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Dr. Kyle, we were just talking about free agency. I said, what about the Desmond Bane? How do you feel about the Desmond Bane trade to Orlando?
I feel like that's good for Orlando in the sense that they suck for in regards to 3-point shooting. Like their 3-point percentage was, I don't know, like in the 20s someplace. And you got what's my man's name? Pablo. What's his name?
Pablo.
Yeah.
Banchero.
Banchero. There you go. So he's there. You know what he can do, and the fact now you got Bane, who can take care of or at least increase their shooting percentage. So I feel like it's a good pick, and I guess like these first round picks aren't as valuable as they used to be because
They're not.
it seems like they just throwing 4 picks here.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. And the reason I'm glad you said that is because the value in these kids leaving school early now has diminished. It diminished so bad that to the point that everybody's just willing to give up 4 or 5 first round picks. In our mind as a fan, we like, damn, let all for a first round pick. But then you think about the talent that's coming out, and you probably only know 2 of the kids that's coming out of the fucking draft in the first 12 picks. Before it used to be like, I ain't giving up no first round pick because the draft gonna be crazy. This person, that person, this person, that person. Now you like first pick Umbe Yanyigo from Jacobon. You like, what the
fuck? Whoa.
That's
First of all,
that's crazy.
Wow,
That's
the
crazy.
type
You ain't
the
to
type
do
of
all
comments
that.
that Larry just said are not the same type of comments that in the basement.
No, but I'm saying
Uh, Brandon,
the
Black
Comments dropped
we
by
may have
Lawrence.
we
all
may
right.
have the one
Yeah,
American
those
player.
reflect Larry's comments and values and Larry's own. Like those are his
That was
values and
The
beliefs.
you
You
podcaster
got
formerly
you got the
known
crowd
as
that fully
Lawrence
came up
condone
with
or
any
any
name.
variant of Laurent.
any type of insensitive
You could have came up.
racial
You could have
epithet
came up with any
or
name,
any
Larry.
type of
Say it like Joe.
mimicking of
This
belittling of
nigga,
anyone else's culture or
But
language
what
the
I'm
or
Jerry
tradition
saying,
at
Jones
all.
of
so
podcasting over
what
here
I'm
on Hot
saying,
Mic.
Like, wow,
what I'm
The
man.
hell?
saying. Shut up,
Jeez,
y'all.
man. Like,
Shut
What
up.
was the name
it's
again, Larry?
Damn.
Y'all about to get the mute. We about to go back to the mute button.
Larry,
Oh,
y'all about to
okay.
get
Okay,
carried.
let's
You
stop.
what
about
was
to
the
come
Yeah,
out
first
the
thing
you
you said
castle.
messed
again,
up.
Larry?
You remember the mute
Larry.
button. We about to bring the mute button back.
Hey,
So what
Larry,
I'm saying,
what was the
what I'm
prospect's
saying
name
is,
again?
I don't even
Need
remember
you
the
to be a
name.
little
How
bit
about
more
that?
progressive, okay?
But this is what I'm saying. We are getting foreign. We're getting
That's
foreign
crazy.
players being drop top picks, whom we don't even know. We're getting a lot of foreigners within that first 5 to 6 picks because the American players now they're as
I know what. Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to say.
Well,
The value the value
yes.
of the American player has
hmm
diminished so much that they're willing to take players whom they know are overseas and such in the
But
draft where you see these players every day.
I don't know. I don't know if that tells the whole story because you have to take into consideration that you're also dealing with a certain world that's transforming into something else in NCAA with the transfer portal, with NILs, with people staying longer. With now you can be 28, you be like 28 in
28,
the
you're
in the
not getting drafted,
NCAA hooping.
but you're not getting drafted.
It doesn't matter, but that's taking away TV time from a lot of other players that could be getting minutes, and now they're getting delayed, and it just perpetuates the same cycle. And then you go one level down to high school, and you got reclassing, transfers, and people 5 6 years they leaving high school 2021 already, and then you get endorsements and NILs at that level too. You have an accumulation at multiple levels of the game leading up into what? A brand new model with over 100,000 miles on it, ready to pop an ACL or be injured first year or second year of performance. So you have to, yeah, they're high value, but you have to take that with a grain of salt because hey, you don't know what you're getting from this kid in 5 years. You don't know what you're getting from him in 2 years. They grew up with a culture of disloyalty and self-centered concepts behind where they're going to play.
Hey,
Good point.
that's a good answer. See,
Very good
sometimes you
point.
get
I
you
cook
be
all the time.
whoa.
Here we
Dr.
go.
Kyle, Dr. Kyle, Dr. Kyle. Dr. Kyle, what's your
Listen,
feelings? How do you feel
mhm.
about these things that's happening as far as the draft with these foreign players and American player, these type of things?
The I mean, the landscape has changed drastically to B's point in regards to the NIL, in regards to just how the AAU is. I mean, the AAU is something completely different now, where it's a
Kobe said this a long
situation.
time ago, though.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a situation where, um, you're rushing these kids through. Everybody thinks that their kid is going to the league, and now you brought like these financial incentives involved. And yeah, I mean, overseas, the kids are their basketball IQ is much higher, right? They're better, they're more well rounded, they're more yeah, like they're just fundamentally gifted or oriented. So yeah, now you're gonna have an overflow of a whole bunch of players that are coming from overseas that are gonna be here. And you know what? They're probably gonna be good role players, right? They're gonna be high value or high end role players. They're
But
not
you're
even no longer looking for the thing.
but
But if
but
you look at it too, right? If you all of the picks, what I noticed was there was like a trend of these first round picks weren't even for like 2026, 2027. A lot of them for like 4 or 5 years down the line. And so they're just using them just pretty much as commodity to get whatever superstar they hear. It's almost like, yeah, we'll get you on the back end. And so, yeah, if they're going to do that, like, and to your point, Larry, like you said, you don't know who these players are. right? They're no longer like these drafts aren't loaded. They're nowhere like how they used to be late 90s, early 2000s. So I don't think teams aren't as reluctant to say, oh, well, I don't want to, I got to hold on to these draft picks. They're just like, well, cool. You know what? We'll get that. And with all these other different deals that are coming down the pike anyway, with TV deals and all these different negotiations, the leagues are like, look, I want to get this player right now. And if I got to give you 4 or 5 first round picks, hey, so be it, because we don't even know what those are going to be anyway. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So why not? So why not?
All right. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay.
And then some of these, and then some of these people are looking at them like some of the foreign players, like you said, off of repeat some of Kyle's points in regards to like their basketball IQ. They have more respect for the team concept, whereas sometimes the American players are stigmatized, saying it's all about me. This is my team. I'm due for whatever. Whereas,
Bailey.
Yeah.
Representation counts in these things.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So you think about all the foreign players with their representation and with our American players. But I didn't mean to cut you off, Kay. But it was I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose my train of thought with that one. But go ahead, Kay.
What were you saying about it? Okay. But yeah, also with the foreign players, they're more or less like, what can I do for the team, and where do I fit in at? Whereas the American players, like, where y'all want me at, it's my team. I do what I want. A little bit more self-serving, I would say. Whereas the foreign player is more serviceable. It can play other positions besides that one position.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I mean, I take all of your points and I combine it and I say I agree. I agree with all of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I just really think that the American player, point an example. How many times we had the player of the year or leading scorer not get drafted or wind up being in the second round?
That's good. That's a good one. It's been a minute.
Are we
talking
about
like coming out of college?
We talking about coming out of college. You're a leading scorer in the nation. Remember, these at one point was a value if you could lead the country in scoring.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Charles Smith. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shout out to LIU, Charles Smith?
Yes.
Shout out. Damn, you went back on that one.
Think about it.
But
now, and then you look in today's game, Eric Dixon led the country in scoring last year. He didn't get drafted. Jalen Brunson was the player of the year. He didn't get drafted till the end of the first round, right?
Can I just explain the fallacy?
It happened with Jameer Nelson. Fredette was a tweener, so it was like, But
there's a fallacy in that statement, in that argument, because even when you look at from high school to college, from college to NBA, is there going to be the same thing where there's the statement, yeah, you were the man scoring at that level, but at this level that you're coming on to, we already got people who were the same thing. They were the man. They can score. They are our scorers. We have a system.
Right.
We want you not to be the best scorer to come onto our team, but to fit our role.
I challenge you this, because in high school, to get to those particular colleges, you have to excel in those particular things to get all these recruits. Am I right?
You do.
The kid from Michigan, the white kid from Michigan, 2 or 3 years ago, he was the player of the year, right? Right, coming out of college.
Yeah.
He plays on my Pistons at the end of the bench, and he's been on 2 to 3 different teams already.
Right.
How can I be player of the year and not be respected coming into the next level with the attributes that I'm coming in here with all the players
NBA
that you're gonna?
It's not the NCAA.
No. Listen.
It's a different machine.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, how can I be the player of the year and you're picking everybody else that was below me in college before me?
Because the part of it that you're missing is entertainment.
What I'm saying
is, does somebody sell more jerseys? Does somebody fill more streams or ticket sales?
There is no value to the American basketball player like it is in overseas.
It's a more dynamic answer than just scoring a lot and being reciprocated at the next level. It's much more dynamic.
So what is Cooper Flag?
No, I think it's a combination of both of what you're saying. So if you look at it, you have the influx of European players that are coming in, but if you look at it also, it's the same players despite what they did in college are still going to get drafted, whatever they've been kind of predicted to do. So coming into last year, right, freshman, you had Bailey, you had Harper, you had Cooper, right? Just use them as a 3. No matter what they did in college, out of something that would have been, aside from something that maybe egregious or catastrophic would have happened, they were still going to be the top picks in the league. Simple as that, right? Like if you look at it, Bailey, I think his scoring average was like 17 in college. But there were players that probably had a higher average than him, but they didn't go before Bailey because you knew coming in, Bailey was going to be a top pick. He had been predicted to do that since he was coming out of high school, probably since he was a senior in high school. So a lot of those players, if they bestow upon them, they're going to be 2 years from now, they're going to be a top pick in the draft, they're going to be a top pick in the draft no matter what. Because I think there's a prototype of player that the league is looking for, right? They want the players that can shoot threes, and you got the slasher or the type of scorers. And then also you got to have those fundamental players that are coming in from those reliable players that are coming from overseas. Right. But the league has a prototype. There's like a wave that's coming in, and no matter what you do in college, like if you're predicted to be a top pick in the draft 2 drafts from now, you're going to be that. Look at Zach Edey. Zach Edey how long was he in college for? Was he in college for like 4 or 5 years?
And he
And
was
he
player
was
of the
like
year
the top
two
player of the
times.
year every year. He led in almost every statistical category, like blocks, points, whatever the case is. And what was his pick and he stayed in school for a reason because he knew full well that he wasn't going to translate over to be a top draft pick. So he's like, well, why? I might as well stay in school, try to win a chip, and get all these list of names, and then with NIL, like he knew what it was.
I would say this though: if we talking prior to NIL, these players would have not. Well, they would have been drafted early. After the NIL, because you could stay in longer and you can make money. Now you're getting older, so now that draft status changes.
Yeah,
I think, but there are certain players even that were good in college that they weren't predicted to do well. Like Edey, even before the NIL or even after, like he wasn't going to be predicted to do well in the NBA because of his stature, right? Because they say, oh, he's not as athletic and so on.
Edey's first 2 years, he was horrible. His last,
well, I mean,
no,
so
he
that
was
speaks
bad.
to why.
You want to see progression. If you want to talk about progression of someone who worked his ass off, you can look at Zach Edey and say, look at his freshman year, look at his sophomore year, look at his junior year, and look at his 2 senior years. You will see the progression, and when you say he stayed in school because he wanted to be an NBA player, and if prior to the last 2 years, he would not have been an NBA player.
But even when he was at his best in college, they never predicted him to be like, oh, he's going to be a top 10 player. They never predicted that. That was never the talk.
They said that. They did say that.
100% was his senior year.
No, he wasn't. They never. He was always the top player in the college. They didn't say that he was going to be a top. If you look at all his accolades, to your point, Larry, he should have been a top 5 player, right?
Let me do this early. Let me do this early.
Pause. You said something gay.
His size mattered.
That's true. It actually did. And he became more efficient at how he used that in the format of how Steven Adams uses it. That's why he became a really good puzzle piece for a downhill guard like Ja Morant, like Russell Westbrook. Anyone that's one dribble off the screen, the ball screen, that can go down and set the second screen too. He became a huge asset for that. And honestly, I mean, that's revolutionized his entire game. He should thank Steven Adams, actually.
I agree.
Because of him, that he has a role.
Does anybody remember what his draft pick was? After he was the player of the year 2 years in a row.
Wasn't he picked like?
What was his draft pick?
He was top 10.
He was top 10.
Steven Adams?
I don't think he.
No. Zach Edey.
Edey. I don't think he was top 10.
I don't know if I can check for you. I can check.
I'm about to check right now.
You check.
I don't think he went top 10.
Log into AOL.
You said log into AOL.
You've got mail. Let us know if you need the spelling of his name, okay?
No, we're good here. He went he went first round. He went ninth, top 10.
Right. Yeah, I
Ninth,
said
yeah,
top 10.
yeah. I
Top 10.
remember
So
that too.
ninth, right? So if you look at given his stats, shouldn't he have been in top 5, top 3?
I mean,
He
his
was the
first
best
senior
for
year,
2 years. No,
probably.
his senior year,
No,
like
I
he
think he
should have
went
what
where
he
he should have
did.
went, right?
Like, yeah, I mean, if it's accolade for a player of his height and what he did in college, especially his
And
last
he,
year,
you know
why
what?
wasn't he a top 3, top 5 point?
And then also to his credit, he also played in one of the tougher conferences that year too, in the Big Ten.
He did.
And they were adding extra teams in there. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
but
So
you know
I'm
what?
just saying they're the prototype. They're the prototype. I feel like that goes in. Like if you're predicted to be a top player going in whatever draft is coming up,
I
you're going
agree.
to be that player no matter what.
Right.
I
And I
agree.
That's
also,
just
I
what it
agree.
is.
and it's also that was like for example, that's like when I first saw Stephon Marbury play at Georgia Tech. When I saw him play his first game, like he did his one pass, and that was it. That's all you heard for
You
the
are
rest of the
now
listen to me.
in
No,
the
listen to me.
mind.
All
No,
I
no, no,
hear,
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
listen to me, because all I heard for the rest of their whole basketball season, he's going to make a whole lot of money at the next level. Now, when I was listening to some of Zach Edey's telecasts and stuff like that in the Big Ten and stuff like that, I've never heard any of the commentators or analysts or play-by-play guys say he's going to be making a whole lot of money at the next level. They always say like overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
But I think his last year that they started finally having that conversation
But the second
because
senior
of
year,
his second senior
Yeah.
year. They started having that conversation because the progress that he had made prior to Zach Edey you couldn't throw the ball to his hand and him keep it without fumbling in his first 2
I
years.
remember who was the guard back then, and they kept, they just kept going away from him.
Yeah,
Like,
like they were just using
go
it for
over there,
screens.
go over there.
Just opposite side, just get the rebound.
Just screen for
But
me real quick.
as you see his progress, like I said,
Yeah,
Zach Edey is a legitimate and a
No,
gracious person to talk about when it comes to progress from freshman all the way through and
I agree.
stuck to the script. And you seen the progress for him to be a number 9 pick, in which at one point they were saying this guy may not even get drafted. He's just gonna be working somewhere or overseas for a few years, and then he's gonna be working in some building or his
In
own
the Home
business.
Depot.
Yeah. You see what
Same
I'm
with
saying?
Dame Lillard. Same
working
with
at
Dame Lillard. You can say the
Applebee's, man,
same thing about Damian Lillard.
for the intramural squad.
I don't remember anybody saying anything that Dame wouldn't be able to.
Dame,
The
what?
player that he is was.
They are you joking?
No, I'm serious. I
Well,
said
when
I
he
don't
said,
remember. I said I
he said
just
we
don't remember. I don't recall nobody saying
Oh
he
yeah.
won't be good. That's like
Oh
what you
yeah.
call him from New Orleans that got drafted by Portland also.
Let us
Uh,
know where he got drafted at. KC, Damian Lillard.
Dame Lillard.
for Dame
Mm-hmm.
Lillard, I think he went top. I don't know if he went top 10.
Bring it up. Type it up.
There we go.
6 overall. The hell you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's after coming off of, was it an ACL tear or a broken foot
What, Weber State?
at Weber? Yeah.
You said that they didn't even predict him to be.
No, he
He
was.
Dr.
wasn't.
Kyle,
He
am I wrong?
wasn't. Listen,
He was
listen. He
one of those
wasn't. It was his
guys.
It was his off-season workouts. It was his workouts
The
that
workout
boosted
got
him
him
up
to
to
6
6.
overall. B, come on, stop. You
It
reaching.
boosts.
You reaching.
Google it.
You reaching.
Google it.
Come on, B.
This
Come on, B. You
Google.
reaching.
Google. Google it. Google it. Look, hey KC, look it up.
I got you. I'm gonna look it up for you. I'm gonna defend you. I'm gonna defend you. I got you. No.
CJ McCullough. I think you probably thinking of CJ McCullough. You're not thinking about no damn Dame Lillard.
What got CJ McCullough drafted was knocking off Duke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was that
but
was
what I'm
that
saying
run
is they
with Lehigh.
think that
Yeah,
CJ would
that
be the
was
person
crazy.
that he is.
No.
He became.
Dame's pro workout catapulted him in draft pick how do you say it?
I
Draft
want to
pick
know how you gonna say it too.
possibilities. Like
Okay.
clubs were looking at him as maybe we got something good. He's got a historic pro workout. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube.
Okay.
That
Dr. Kyle, what
one
are you
thing
about
was
to say?
amazing.
Because I think B's on to us.
Go ahead.
I mean, I've never heard of like an NBA workout propelling someone's like draft stock. It's not like it's the NFL
What?
combine.
Zach
he ran
Levine.
a 4.2 or something. They're like, yo, that guy, we
Levine.
gotta get him.
You went
Zach
from
Levine. Kobe
Dame not
Bryant.
being drafted and
Are y'all
being a
kidding me?
player
Bryant.
to him being number
No,
6 overall, and you saying a
Jerry
draft
West,
or a workout?
Jerry West got Kobe Bryant once in the workouts, and Michael Cooper can attest to that. Michael Cooper said, "Listen, we had different workouts, different joints going to different spots, stuff like that." Jerry West was like, "Yo, stop the workout. We're going to take him. Where are we going to take him?"
There's tons of situations where
conversations behind the scenes. Like I don't know. I mean, again, I could be wrong. I didn't know that the NBA
Jerry West is
workouts
different though. Jerry West is a little different though with that.
Well, so that's why Ace Bailey's response gave a lot of hesitation to a lot of different teams because they're saying, well, I don't like how he handled that with his representation, and also, what is he afraid of showing these clubs?
Well, didn't he say he didn't want to go top?
Ace had poor representation, and then the fact is they already knew what Ace was going to do, so Ace didn't really have to work out, right? It wasn't like Ace didn't have to go in there and do a whole bunch of drills. Like Ace just had to show up, right? Like you knew what Ace was from his whole year at Rutgers. So
and now
they were more
Utah.
like, "Yo, I don't want to pick this headache because if this is how he's going to be, I don't want an unhappy player."
Now he's in Utah. Terrible plan, Ace.
Yeah, exactly. Terrible. Because he played. Who's the GM over there? What's
Danny
Ainge. Danny Ainge don't care. Like, look, bro, we draft you right. You gonna play? Yeah, Ainge is like, look, I'm not the
play with me if you want.
You go. Yeah, you can either you gonna come over here and play or you gonna sit. Either way, it don't matter.
Tons of assets too. So go ahead and try that sit down shit.
We will definitely trade you because
you will be mud in this league.
Can they trade?
Yeah, they can
trade. Can they trade a draft? What was he drafted? I thought the first.
He's 5.
First 5. Okay, so he is in the first 5.
You can trade anything. You can trade. Danny Ainge will trade anything.
Danny Ainge would trade his son if he could put him in a package.
Danny Ainge said he wasn't going to trade Antoine Walker, and look what happened.
Exactly.
I was like,
So I mean,
you fuck with the wrong one. You went to Utah #1, and then Danny Ainge is the GM. You fucked up big time.
And the crazy part is,
I think that was the worst decision ever to not do those workouts. I think they play a pivotal role.
But I mean, you think about his representation means everything, bro. I keep saying, I didn't mean to cut you off, Dr. Kyle.
But workouts aren't even like necessarily workouts. Like for certain players, you don't have to go there and do a whole bunch of drills. Yeah, you just got to show up, shoot around, other different things. Like if you are who you are because of how you played in college, you're going to listen.
You've watched.
You know what I mean?
They aired. Oh shit.
This nigga doing titty pumping during the fucking.
He over here.
You breast pumping? You doing a breastfeed?
Nigga over here making smoothies.
This nigga breastfeeding during the show.
Over here reading.
This nigga breastfeeding during the show. This nigga, yo, B is breastfeeding during the show, yo.
I'm walking around the same time. Over here making protein shakes.
He get his leg workout on, breaking protein shakes and breastfeeding.
My man over here, raging out.
That boy crazy. Yo, you fucked up today. We can't take no more weeks off like this because you get a little woo.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you gone.
Oh man, this guy got no type of decorum.
No type of. No professionalism at all.
Yeah, man.
No professionalism at all.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, drink your protein shake.
It's an auto refill of one of my air tanks. Nothing I can do about that.
His pump.
Air pressure got low.
Now you're talking his fish.
That freak boy. That freak boy got his pump.
It's an air.
His fish tank is going haywire.
This freak boy got a pump.
It's an air tank. I love it though. I love it. Listen. Y'all make your jokes. That caught me off guard. All I'm saying is
change the subject.
It's very important. I believe it's very important. And it's not just a casual walkthrough and a shoot around for a workout. It's like you don't want to make a mistake. It's a job interview, right? You miss a shot, they're considering that. You miss a read, you look a little too tired. it's not just you show up and shoot a couple jumpers. You can go on YouTube and watch a full pro a pro draft combine workout for each of these teams and see that it's very sharp of an interview. And you can F up and your stock can drop off of one missed shot.
Oh yeah, some
Bro,
players
it
did it on
ain't no
purpose.
small
Some
shit.
players,
that
yo,
is
listen,
now
dude. Some players F up interviews on purpose.
There are exceptions to that rule, bro. Like you want to
Yeah.
tell me,
Very much.
you want to
Ray
tell me
Allen,
if
Ray
if
Allen could
Cooper,
walk in the
listen,
gym
Cooper
and miss
Flag
20
only
fucking
worked out
shots
for
in a
one
row.
team.
That don't mean
You
that you're
want to tell
not
me
going to
that
draft Ray
We
Allen.
take you at
Cooper
number
Flag
6.
misses a layup, they're not going to draft him? Is that what you're telling me? Bro, that's come
Yo,
on.
You
There
you have
are
a
exceptions to the rule, bro.
you have a billionaire that's looking at the value of the asset he's about to buy.
Help me. Help me.
And he gets to choose between
Nigga.
you and a bunch of other assets. Of
So you
course he's going to
entertain me with your
scrutinize.
bullshit.
I think
No, I get what
you'll
you're saying if there
drastically
are character
underestimate.
issues, right? If
It's
there are
more
character
than
issues,
character.
absolutely, bro. But if you're not gonna sit here and tell me if somebody misses some layups, like yo, you're out of here. Like, you know what, Cooper, thanks for coming out. You missed the
you missed
layup.
too many fucking
Hey man, good
layups.
luck in the future.
Is this a person talking or is this a machine?
I think that if they don't like what they see, you have an asterisk. There's nothing set in stone. Like, yeah, a 99% chance nobody's moving on from Cooper. But if you don't like what you see, you don't like what you see. It's an interview.
Well, they said LeBron James when he came into Cleveland for that one secret workout and he missed like a whole bunch of shit from 3-point range. They said, "Thanks, LeBron. We're still going to take you at number 1 though, so don't tell nobody."
Well, that's also before the analytics wave, right? So before 3 points had much more value.
Analytics fucked up the game, and I've been saying this for the longest.
For sure.
Yeah,
it's bastardized everything at every level.
For Bailey, to my understanding, like his representation was like somebody they knew. It was like the first year. It was like
in the Rolls Royce.
First year. It was a lot of shady stuff, bro. It was like the dude was. I don't know.
Want to be. He's not an agent.
Sketchy.
He's not
he
an
wasn't
agent,
really
y'all.
an agent. Yeah,
he's
he
not
was
an
like
agent.
somebody that they
but
knew.
hold on,
and
he's a handler.
Ace also was like 3-4 inches shorter, right? Than
that was
what he was
sneakers
reported
off.
as.
Sneakers off, yeah.
He went from 6'10" to like a smooth 6'6.5".
Yeah.
He had risers in that joint, the same ones that you was wearing, Lawrence.
Oh, come on, man!
Oh, wow, wow.
Mute him.
Hey,
I ain't gonna do you like that, Larry.
He's been muted.
He's been muted. I knew it.
He's back.
I knew it.
The mute button is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry. My fault, gang. My fault.
I think with his representation, I don't know if it was maybe one of his uncles, his homies, or something like that.
He's a friend of the family, and he's been leeching.
Somebody.
Oh, that's cousin Jerome. That's cousin Jerome in them. That's cousin Jerome.
Nah, that's somebody.
He's a handler. NBA player. The NBA offices don't even call him.
What was his name when he got game? The uncle.
No, it was Ving Rhames from Baby Boy. That's a nigga smashing his mom. I'm telling you, that's what the relationship is. I'm trying to tell you.
It's crazy. Oh
he
man! Anything else in free agency that y'all liked? Did you see?
I mean, I want to see.
I don't know.
Dame Lillard out from the Bucks. That was great.
What the fuck is you talking about, man?
Free agency. You said that. Dame Lillard got booted from the Bucks.
Yeah,
that was great.
Well, yeah, because it gives him the opportunity to go somewhere. He still keeps his money. He didn't lose no bread.
Okay, all right, I understand. And thanks for clarifying, because I'm thinking that if he got waived, it's only because of injury. If it wasn't because of injury, that wouldn't have happened. Am I right? Do you believe that?
I don't know.
Do you think that they would have waived him in a big ass contract that he has if it wasn't for injury? You gonna say I don't know?
I mean, I don't know what they're planning. I don't know what Giannis is planning to do. I don't know what the overall franchise is gearing up to do. I'm not sure. I can't speak to it.
They're gonna keep Giannis.
No, the franchise is that they wanted to try to do whatever they can to keep Giannis from leaving. That's what that is. That's why they went and signed Miles Turner to that crazy contract. Like they're doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Trying to get his brother $50 million.
He might get it. He might get it.
Shit, both brothers. You
Yeah,
might see
both
the
of
other
them.
one
Yeah,
pull
all
up.
of them.
It's
All of them.
3 of them
Yeah,
actually.
the young, the
Giannis.
Wait,
younger cousin. There might be a nephew
it's
in there
three
too.
brothers.
They got the youngest one. They got the
They
youngest one.
gonna
They
have
said
like
the youngest
6
one is
different
good though.
Nigerians pull up. Everybody named Yantatakumbo.
Yeah, then,
Ah,
a nephew.
all right, all right.
They might
Everybody
get
gonna pull
his
up with
son a lifetime. I don't
Yantatakumbo.
know.
I'm just saying.
That was
There's
legit. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Let
there's
me
gonna
ask y'all this
be
though.
the kitchen sink thrown at him.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna get a king's ransom. Most definitely.
How y'all
So
feel
they're
about KD joint though? Do y'all
I didn't
believe
look
that?
over. Let me look over the 7 teams because I when Kay sent it to me this morning, I didn't. I couldn't. I don't have Bleacher Report on my phone no more.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I think KD don't care about winning no more. I think he just collecting his check, hooping. He just hooping a hoop right now. His last thing he got to do is give his mom a grandchild. For real, for real. That's it. He done got the
Yo, you're
rings.
an idiot.
Like what else he
Brandon.
got to? He put off a relationship his entire life for basketball.
You
He
damn
got
right.
2 rings,
As
2
he should.
Finals MVPs.
As he should.
He's
And he
been the
saved all his
MVP,
money.
and he got all the
Yeah,
bread.
because he
He
damn sure ain't
chilling.
using it on haircuts
At all.
at all. He damn sure ain't
He
spending his
using
money on haircuts at all.
he using
He
it
said, "Yo, if I
on
go to Houston, you got to get all the barbers out of town. Wherever I move out, you got to get them out.
he using it on
Out of
all
here."
marijuana.
Okay,
That's all he
so
using is. That's it. He
the
chilling
the
and
Rockets
video
get
games.
the Rockets get Kevin Durant and Clint Capella
Shout out.
via trade with
Yeah.
Atlanta, Brooklyn, Golden State, Los Angeles Lakers, Minnesota, and Phoenix. So all right, so Suns get Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Kamai Mulat. I don't know how you say his name. Rasheer Fleming, Kobe Bria, Daquan Plow, and a 2nd-round pick.
So I
Rockets get
think
KD and Capella. Nets
So
get 2
so.
second-rounders.
Phoenix gets Dylan Brooks.
Suns is gonna be the new
Warriors.
Knicks bad boys with Brooks and what's the white boy's name from Duke? They used to call him a dirty player.
Oh, you talking about
He was a deep.
you talking
What's
about
his
the
name?
white boy?
Yeah.
His name
What's his name? Tough player.
you talking about
He was like
he shoot for Phoenix.
shoot the hell out the ball. Yeah, shoot better than Buck, low-key.
Because you got like 9 guards over there in Phoenix now.
Yeah, but they got 2 bruisers right now. They got Brooks and goddamn, what's his name?
I know you're talking about. He's one of the
Played
hated.
for-
He one of the
Play for
hated
Coach
players.
K.
He played for
Yeah, I know you're
Memphis
talking
too.
about the white boy. He likes to
You look like a
that's
lawyer.
a dirty player.
Look like a
Jack
lawyer.
Tripp.
Yeah. What's his name? What's his name?
Oh, I can't think of his name.
How
Yeah,
nobody
Grayson,
get
They
it?
still got
Grayson,
what's his
Grayson
name over
Daniels.
there?
Grayson.
Grayson.
Grayson Allen,
Grayson
yes.
Grayson Allen, yeah.
So
Grayson Allen, yeah. But
those two, they got 2 people that's gonna dog it out. I think you're gonna see a lot
You
of
still got
scrappy
Beal over
play.
there too, though. You
Well,
still
yeah,
got
but
Beal over there.
Bill gonna move to the
You
number
gonna pay
2
him to go
option.
home?
He couldn't score as the number 3 option that well. He was shaky.
Look, you got like 9. You got like 9 guards over there because Green is over there now too, right?
Jalen.
Yes, they are.
Did Jalen
Green
go?
is Jalen over there too.
Did he go Phoenix?
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
3-team
Jalen's over there
job,
in
right?
Phoenix too. You got like 9
17.
guards.
17 in
So
this. The other teams that's made money, that's all they did was Nets got 2 second-rounders. That was an asset
Brad Bill
thing.
may request to be
Warriors
traded.
got Alex
Brad may
Louis
not
and
get burned.
Jemai Mashik, which mean that they just taking on a contracts.
Brad
Hawks
not
get a
getting burned.
second-round pick swap, David Roddy and cash assets. And Lakers get a Adu Thero. I don't even know who that is. And Wolves get
That's it.
Rocco Zakarski and 2 second-round picks in cash. All this is something for them to. These teams at the
Offset the
tail
book.
end of that is just the offset.
Assets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
it's
that
financial.
It's clear.
was.
It's
I
clear in the
took
book.
that bad contract. We're gonna waive him anyway. There's only gonna be $1 million.
A lot of these moves is just accounting. That's all it is. There's just accounting that's in practice right
Big
there
time.
It is.
to clear up. That's all it
Big
is.
time.
That
It's
it
not.
is.
It's not really like what does this do to push us towards winning a championship?
Mhm.
Nah, they ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
They worried about ticket sales, jersey sales, TV streams, and making them books right, so that there's a certain type of profit to their shareholder.
How y'all
That's
feel
it.
about the Knicks? They got who they got? What's the name? Brown over there now, right? The coach?
Mike Brown. Yeah.
They
how
got
you feel
Mike
about that?
Bum Ass Brown. That's who they got. That's what they decided.
I can't call him a bum, but I mean,
Yeah, he's not a
They
bum
could have
either,
got
but I don't.
Mike
I
Malone
don't think
with
Mike
with
Malone.
like,
if they no, they weren't.
and
Here's the
he's
thing:
still
if they were
on.
going to get Mike Malone, they never interviewed him. They didn't want Mike Malone. They
That's
never interviewed him.
interesting.
They didn't want a white coach, dog.
I mean,
Mike Malone was the same. He's the same as
He's
Tibbs.
from Ain't he from Brooklyn? Ain't he from New York
I
City?
don't think they wanted
They
another
ain't
white.
want nobody
Yeah.
they
They
could
wanted a
control.
brother. They wanted a brother.
I don't.
Nah,
I think they
kept
wanted.
trying to
I
get
think they wanted somebody they could fire
look
immediately.
at all the players that they tried to talk to. Jason Kidd.
that were yeah.
He wasn't
Uh
coming.
um
Yeah, because it was a one and done. You're not
My
gonna
Udoka.
man
do
from
it.
Houston. Yeah, they
Udoka.
went to Udoka. Yeah.
All the coaches they tried to reach out to was black.
Yeah,
But see,
but
that's the
Mike
thing that
Brown
doesn't make
is
any sense. Like that just goes to
one
show
and
you
done.
how dysfunctional they are. Because like you fire a coach that got y'all to the
Right,
conference
And y'all ain't
finals
been
as
there in
far as
like
y'all
20
did,
years.
and y'all
right,
and then you didn't have a replacement. Like if you're gonna fire
right.
him, like all right, we got to get the next guy. Like you
And
already have somebody in mind.
you wanna try to hire somebody that's already employed.
Well,
Yeah, like
but look,
all of them.
all they're really doing. Rick Brunson runs that damn team. Let's be honest.
I don't know.
Rick ain't going nowhere. He gonna stay an assistant coach because he's
Oh,
not
he
gonna be
got a deal because
scrutinized
his
enough to get
son.
fired.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's gonna stay
So
near his son.
whoever they put up there is
Yeah,
just a
he's gonna be
puppet.
assistant. He's assistant no
And
matter what.
shouldn't say shit to Rick Brunson because Rick runs the team.
I don't
That's
know
the
about all that.
case.
I don't
Well,
know.
Rick comes with his son, so they're gonna have to make a decision
Well,
on
yeah,
that coach
that's
if
true.
it's gonna
I
bump up
believe.
against Pops. That's
Uh,
that's the deal right there. They need a one and done. That's it. Something get bad, get rid of Mike Brown.
On
It's
to
a
the next
shame.
subject, yo. Listen, we had some fireworks on YouTube and social media. Ring culture. Gilbert Arenas and Draymond Green have been going back and forth about the ring culture thing. And Gilbert said some things that
Mm,
not something. He said a lot of shit that made so much sense when it comes to ring culture. The respect of the ring is what
mm.
tend to put in front of
The business.
the business itself.
That's
So
what I keep saying. That's what I keep saying
he
to y'all.
mentioned the fact that Dame Lillard has been on the top. He's on the top 75 players,
Should not be.
And Klay Thompson isn't. And he said, "How can Dame be on the top 75, but Klay has 4 rings?" And
I mean, look at Dwight Howard too. Dwight Howard
uh,
got more
I mean,
acclaim
shit.
too than Dame.
Robert Ory got 7
Lock.
rings. So
You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dame
but
should not be there. Dame is a mid
right.
player at
But
best.
what he's saying is the perspective of the ring culture is flawed, big time, because you
Mm,
can't use rings against certain people because they don't have or or do have a certain amount over those who don't or do have a certain amount as well. So
well, I mean,
Draymond was going by him going at Gilbert saying I can't respect nobody that ain't won nothing. But I'm sitting there saying, but hey Dre, you was single digits the whole season
played more games.
when
He
the people
played
around you wasn't
more
available.
winning basketball. When you have rings over a person who doesn't, you had to have played more games and won more games in higher pressure scenarios later in the year. You're playing basketball when everybody else is out there going fishing in Cancun.
But he's saying
There's something to what Draymond's saying.
listen to what I'm saying.
No, I
Gilbert
think
Arenas,
he can't talk to everybody that
hold
way,
up,
either
Kyle,
whether
hold
they
up.
have a ring or not.
Exactly. Kyle, this is what Gilbert said. Well, they don't respect Robin. They only respect Batman.
I mean,
So those who are
that's what someone
Robins,
without a ring has to say.
so
That's
those
what they
who
gotta say.
all right, but just listen to what he's saying. Those who are Robin are not respected the same way that the Batman is. So his rings that Batman, all right, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan got the same amount of rings. Who do
Right.
you respect more? Come on, B. Who do you respect more?
Equal. I
You a
can't
fucking
say I
liar.
respect one more than the other.
I mean,
Is
look,
Scottie Pippen
man.
part of
Here's
I
the
the
mean,
thing. All
is
right, all right.
Scottie
Because
We're
Pippen?
gonna do this.
everybody
He's
knew
muted.
that
He's muted.
one couldn't win
He's muted.
without the other.
He's muted.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
Stop that. You can't
The
say
whole
that.
thing,
You can't do that.
Terrible.
Draymond. I hear what Draymond can't. You can't. It's an individual basis, right? Because Draymond can't talk to certain people that don't have a ring a certain type of way, right? Like he can't walk up to AI and be like, "Yo,
Tracy
I look at
McGrady.
you differently
Carmelo.
you don't have a ring." Like you, there's no way that Draymond can talk to any of those places that you just mentioned. He can't talk to TMAC that way. He can't talk to AI that way because it doesn't matter whether they have a ring or not, bro. You're not even at the same table as an AI or a TMAC. Now you got the
Charles
rings because
Barkley.
you were fortunate, right?
And he was
He's
one of the main
fortunate
people
enough
going triple
to
singles.
be in the system. Yeah, Draymond is fortunate enough to be in a great system because if Draymond's not in that Golden State system, he's not
He's
successful. He
tradable
might not even
everywhere.
be in the league. He
He's
might
But
tradable
not be
neither
in the
does
league.
everywhere.
Golden
But
State
if
win a ring. Yes.
I'm not saying he's not
Yes.
important.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm with you,
What?
Kyle. I'm
B.
not saying
I'm
he's
not going
not.
to
He
say he's
wasn't
not
important.
important.
He
What?
definitely was a. He
I'm
definitely was a
not going to say he's
key
not
cog
important.
in that.
He's
In that.
important.
In that system.
He's an important piece. At the same time, bro, like you can't talk to certain people that way. He can't sit here and say, "Well, I look at you differently. I don't respect you, bro." You can't talk to AI like that. You can't
Shit,
talk to a T
you
Mac.
can't talk to
You
Robert
can't talk
Horry
to a
that
Karl
way, and
Malone.
Robert Horry
You can't.
ain't
You
do
can't
as
talk to
much
Melo like
as
that.
you
You
on the
can't talk
basketball court, but
to.
he hit big shots
Yeah,
to get him 7 rings.
Could he?
exactly.
Well,
Like you're not talking to a
here's a
John
question for
Stockton
you.
that way. You're
Here's a
not.
question for
Yeah.
you, Brandon.
I mean,
Can
he
he
can
talk to
definitely
Melo like
talk to
this?
Gilbert. He can talk to Gilbert Arenas like
I
that
don't think
because of
so. You know
the
why I say
way
that?
Gil went out the league
He got
was on his
injury.
dumbass account.
No injury.
Okay.
Oh,
He went out on
It was
injury.
more. It was more an injury. Yeah.
Gilbert
No.
Yes, he was
Gilbert
more.
Arenas was
Come on,
more
I know you
on
watch basketball,
blackball.
B.
It was
It was
more on
injury.
blackball
But
than the
B.
injury.
He got
You know
You
what it
injured.
know
was.
After
B.
that
You know
situation
full well.
happened,
Yeah.
his knee fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
but
his
come
That's
knee.
on
what
now.
happened.
It was a
Otherwise,
lot.
B.
if
It
you want to
was
talk
a
about
lot.
skill, the same way Gilbert, this is what
B.
Gilbert is saying. Dame Lillard is above with Klay Thompson on the top 75 is because of what he's done to the game. Gilbert has done more for the game than fucking Draymond.
Has he?
Yes. And when it
I
comes
don't
to
know.
scoring guards,
the
And
hibachi.
he's done more for
There's
himself. He's
The
done more
crazy guy.
individually in the
nigga,
game.
did
But
you
he
watch
hasn't done
basketball when
more.
Gilbert was playing?
I love
who's
Gilbert Arenas when he was playing. I loved him because he was cooking
So you
Bron
would watch
a lot.
Draymond over Gilbert?
His 60s?
So you would watch Gilbert?
I'm not
You would
saying,
watch
listen,
Draymond above Gilbert?
I'm not saying that. What
But
I'm
that's what you
saying is
just said. He
Gilbert,
did more.
what I'm saying is Draymond has a point to be able to say something to Gilbert. I'm not saying AI. I'm saying Gilbert. Gilbert had a hot run.
Gilbert
Microwave.
is talking about as a former player. He's not
As a
Stephen
former
A.
player.
Smith. He's
Yes.
talking as a former player, stating that your individual accolades does not equivalent is not equivalent to what you done for the game. For the example of Dame Lillard and Klay Thompson.
Right.
There's no way that Klay Thompson shouldn't be in the top 75 if Dame is, and Dame only got 6 All-Stars, 6 All-NBAs. When Klay got 4 championships, 3 All-NBAs, and 3 All-Stars.
And what he got? He also got the record of like most threes and
without threes in the game, and
like
most
he holds like
according to
NBA record
statistical
title. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's what Gilbert is saying.
Right.
It's
Right.
flawed. But you're not going to tell me that Gilbert can say the same shit to Drake. I mean, Draymond can talk shit to Gilbert as if Gilbert wasn't him.
Because it's not so much flawed based on ring culture or non-ring culture. It's flawed because of the political system that like backs it. The same way Team USA
most of the people that vote never play basketball. That's what Gilbert said.
And see, I don't even like the fact that this whole ring culture has become a conversation, because if you look at it, it originated from Bron, his interview, and then it went to like Stephen A. on First Take, and Stephen A. talking to Gilbert and TMAC. But here's the thing with this,
they put him in his place
because
they put
Stephen
A. in his place, and he looked real small.
They cooked Stephen A.
They cooked the shit out of him.
Yes, they did.
But this is where it originated from, right? LeBron is the one who says, I don't like ring culture, XYZ. Bro, you're the one who started this conversation years ago saying that, oh, I'm chasing one person. I'm chasing a ghost. I'm chasing Mike, right? I'm chasing Mike because he has more rings than me. You're the one who said that, oh, I'm chasing one person and I'm trying to catch up to him in the rings because he's the only person I'm in competition with. Now that he knows that he's not going to catch Mike, it's, oh, everybody's caught up on ring culture. Bro, you the one who started this conversation.
See,
right back,
I think
one thing
LeBron
about
does that from time to time
he
where he starts
backpedals, man. He backpedals a lot.
Yeah, he he starts conversations and
I don't
narratives,
like the
and then
playing
when it
game.
kind of is not close to
Yeah,
it, he'll start, you know what I mean, backpedaling out of it. You know what I mean? I didn't like that whole situation. He did that with Bronny. You the one who put Bronny, the spotlight on him and going to the league and blah, 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 blah. And now this whole, nepotism stuff. But, bro, you started this by saying you're chasing Jordan, right? And now that you know you're not going to catch Jordan, now you don't want the ring
you don't like
culture. You don't want media focusing on rings and comparing you. Bro, you did that. You started saying that stuff.
Hey Kyle, you remember? Hey Dr. Kyle, you remember when he he said the same statement about the playing game? Like he was like, "Oh, I don't like the playing game. You're giving extra team extra time, all this other good stuff." But then all of a sudden, once he qualified for the playing team, for the playing tournament, he's like, "Oh, okay, there's nothing wrong with the playing tournament." Like he flip flops a lot sometimes.
Yeah, it was the other way around, right? When they won the chip that year, it was in the bubble and they had to play in. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's great, it's good, it's more competition." But as soon as he was in the play-in, he had to go against Golden State. Oh, I don't like it. I don't know, such and such. Come on, man. What we talking about?
Yeah, like
But
just roll with it, man.
But to your point, Larry, like Draymond he's speaking from a place of privilege because he's in a situation where he was able to be in a great system. You playing with Curry, you playing with Clay, and you got a great organization behind you, good coaching, blah 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 blah, right? So yeah, dude, you were fortunate enough to be a really important member of a team. But now you can't sit here and say that you can walk past certain players in the top 75 and like, oh, it's just you. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
It's like this, Larry. Yeah, it's like
this,
Larry. It's like this, Larry. It's like say I played on grass with Rasheed Wallace or something like that, and I could just well, Larry, you trash. You trash. Like, dude, Kay, you played with Rasheed Wallace and you were on the bench. Like, what did you actually do? You know what I'm saying? What did you rolled with them to the chip?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I like Draymond, but Draymond just
he gets beside himself.
Yeah, he just really forgets like how fortunate he is to be in that situation. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna see if I can pull this clip and hopefully y'all can hear it so we can talk about it a little bit more real fast. Before let's see.
Right?
Can y'all hear this?
That's what this game is all about. Rings. Well, Gilbert Arenas had some issues with some comments you made, but this all started.
Who doesn't have issues with me?
Because LeBron
and then he slickly tried to get me slick
for
saying a little something about LeBron in this too.
Ring culture and how the stakes are very different, Stephen A., for NBA players versus NFL players. Let's take a listen.
A ring is a team accomplishment. I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to
started with you.
I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport. You tell me, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash. Our wasn't unbelievable. Like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these.
I gotta speed it up because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Like, it's just weird to me. It's like saying Peyton Manning can't be in the same room with Brady or Mahomes because he only has one ring. Barry Bonds never won a World Series, and you can't sit here and tell me that he's not the greatest baseball player to ever touch a bat.
I just got to make one correction of what LeBron said. Peyton did win too.
No, I heard Max, and that was what we were stuck on. I got it. Y'all know y'all proved this point.
I have no idea. Honestly speaking, I just love hearing y'all speak because I have no idea what the hell everybody took issue with me about. I'm waiting to hear. I mean, I just want to hear what everybody has to say, and I'll respond. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what I said personally.
Get him, Gil. You're
free. I'm here.
What he's saying is actually correct. Like, when did ring culture become a thing, right? When you talk about a team award, something that a structure needs to win, does not boost you in front of individual accomplishments. And when you use Kobe, which frowned upon what LeBron said, I would disagree with that.
Got you.
I would disagree with that.
I remember what I said there.
In real time, Kobe had 3 rings. Y'all wasn't treating him like a 3-ring player. You were treating him like a sidekick. He was considered a sidekick. He was considered a Robin. He was considered the next Pippen. In 2002, with 3 rings, we were still comparing TMAC. Who was better in the league? You couldn't convince the NBA down the middle who was better. So
between
TMAC and Kobe.
Totally true.
Right? So if you're sitting there with 3 rings and you're still being compared to someone who doesn't have rings, what do you think happened? I need individual accomplishments. Can you please get rid of Shaq? Right? Because if it was about rings, there was no reason for the fallout with him and Shaq. The fallout was about you only respect the driver of the car. No one respects the passenger of rings. Right? There's no one says it, but the one who's leading the team, that's the gold member right there. That ring counts. The second option ring, that's silver. No one respects it. In history, no one has respected it. You got Scottie Pippen with 6 rings. That's ranked on the all-time list 32. Right? You got people that don't have rings.
You see what he said there? Scottie Pippen, 6 rings, and I just asked B, do you respect Scottie the same way you respect B? I mean, respect Jordan. And he said, yeah. So how is Scottie Pippen 6 rings, with Michael Jordan, 32 on the all-time list. You see what I'm saying? But B said he respects them the same way. Dr. Kyle, you sound like you look like you're about to say something.
No, I'm happy you played that clip. But here's the thing. In addition, they look at each other. There's ring culture amongst them, whether they want to admit it or not, right? You can sit here and say that, oh, the media puts so much hype and so much of a
We know
spotlight and
Shaq
focus.
and Charles go at it all the time about it.
All the time, and you know what their dig is to shut Charles up is, yeah, well, show me your ring, right? There it is. As great as Charles is, and he is great. You know, whenever they get into it, the go-to, what they got in their back pockets, bro, you ain't got a ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Despite they're not even caring that you was the top guy on all the teams that you was on, even though you kept running into Mike, you kept running. The fact is, bro, you don't have any rings, and that's what they're always going to. So the ring culture exists amongst players at the same time. So I don't like the fact that they sometimes try to put it on media because everybody understands there's a certain table, there's certain people. But to Draymond, bro, you just can't walk past. You can't talk to anybody any type of way because you're not even the Robin in this. Like you're Nightwing. You know what I mean? Like you're Batgirl. Like bro, like you're Catwoman. Like bro, like you see what I mean? You're Alfred. No, that's who you are. You're Alfred. You're Alfred
you're serving everybody.
You're Lucius Fox, right? Like you're the important guy. You're the utility guy that they really needed. At the same time, bro, there was for two of those rings, you were the fourth best person when KD came through.
Shit, so, maybe the fifth because Iguodala was there.
And Wiggins. And when Wiggy was there, when he showed up in one joint.
Shout out to Wiggy.
So it's a thing like, bro, like be grateful that you were in a great situation. You made a lot of money. You're gonna get into the Hall of Fame probably just because of you're associated with that. You're gonna get a statue. Bro, that doesn't happen to everybody. But you have to watch who you talk to and how you talk to people when you're in certain rooms.
Because you definitely can't talk to Melo like that, especially with all what he's done.
That's another person. He can't talk to Melo that way. Like, what are we talking about?
All right, so hold on. Let's finish it up.
That's in front of him. So what LeBron is saying is like, wait a minute, when did we take away your greatness as a player and use team structured awards, right? Because then you're only talking about if you get drafted to Boston, Los Angeles, like what half of the league came from big cities that's in more than half that's in the top 75, right? So it's basically saying whoever has private school teaching in the organization is what wins. These public school players down in Memphis, Minnesota, they have a hard time.
Very eloquent argument. You won't get away with it though, but I'll let y'all go first. I'll be back. Go ahead.
You want to go, T-Mac? I don't know what he said wrong, but go ahead. I don't think LeBron said anything wrong. To add to your point, what happens is when we diminish the likes of the other players, I'll tell you where it really affects people like athletes. Because then everybody out there starts easily diminishing the talented players.
Right.
So you got people out there who are fans. When we love fans, we got respect for it. Discounting the greatness of the individual talent, calling people bums because they didn't live up to the narrative that the media set on what defines greatness as greatness.
No disagreement there.
That's my add-on.
Go ahead, T-Mac.
It's funny how he say no disagreement there, but he's the main one that does it.
Well, I mean, I'm not here to support Stephen A. But what I'm gonna say is when you asked me that question, what I said about Scottie Pippen, I was speaking from my perspective of how I could never separate the two of them just because I saw that Michael had trouble winning without Scottie, and Scottie couldn't do anything when Michael left the league. So I thought that they were both, great. They were like ketchup and mustard. Like they just work very well together in,
So who's
in the NBA, especially the era.
So
obviously Mike is
obviously.
But I'm saying when you look at the top 75, there's absolutely no reason why Dame is over Clay.
Hey, look, man.
So why is Scottie 32?
Huh?
Why is Scottie 32?
Why is I can't. I didn't rank him. I didn't rank him.
I think you got to look at the numbers of where they are. Like, where is Clay as compared to where Steph should be, right? Because of course, Steph is who he is, and Steph is going to be like a little bit below like the top 50, right? If we're talking going into that next generation. But Clay should be rounding out that 75, or he shouldn't be too far, right? Because if you look at it, because again, they don't get that ring without Clay being there, more than if Draymond's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They can find someone. They can insert somebody of Draymond's talent They can
That's why
insert somebody in
that's
there
what
for
they have.
that.
What's that? Pachulia and all them.
Right. Zaza and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, like now with guys like the Stephs, the Jordans, the Clays, stuff like that, you're only gonna see them like once a generation. So
Right.
But see, also LeBron, I think, doesn't like the fact that when it comes down to it, because he knows he's always going to be in that conversation of him or Jordan, and he's always going to fall short because of the rings, right? Like LeBron, if you look at it, is probably going to be top 5 in almost every category, right? He's already first in scoring. He's probably going to be top 5 in rebound and assists. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but he's going to be at least top 10 in all these categories, which is a feat in itself. But he knows no matter what, he's always going to fall short in the ring category, right? When people compare him, they're always going to have that. I don't think he likes that. That's the reason why, bro, you can't say ring culture is not important. You went around chasing rings. You linked up intentionally down there to go get rings.
Right. Yes.
So
that's what
don't
I was just
sit here
about
and
to
say
say.
that,
I got a rebuttal.
Yes.
I got a rebuttal.
Thank you.
That.
No,
Thank
I'm
you,
just saying,
Dr.
like,
Kyle.
he can't
Thank
rebuttal
you,
that.
Dr.
I don't
Kyle.
want him, like, he belittles the whole.
Like, you the one
ring
who
culture.
started
When
this
did it become,
whole
bro? You went
super
and did
team
that.
bullshit.
Yeah,
You
like,
caused
you went
this.
and did that.
How was that?
What do you mean? How
I'm
was
not
that?
mad at him for doing it, but you did that
How
though.
is it?
He has to
Wasn't
sit
Ray
there.
Allen and them together
Yeah, that was
before?
through trades.
No.
That was through
That's
trades.
not what I'm saying. That's not what
They
I'm
didn't
saying.
win prior.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
The
saying
Celtics
is
didn't
you
win
had
prior.
4 Hall of Famers on one team prior while he was still in Cleveland.
All right, let me ask you this, Larry.
I
Was
just
that
want to
They
answer
management or
hadn't.
was
answer
that
the
They
players?
question.
hadn't
No,
won.
I'm asking.
They got.
That makes a difference.
He
They
went
were
to
3
D
good
Wade's
players,
team.
but was that management that put that together, or was that the players conspiring and saying, "Yo, we're going to do
Right.
this because
Yes,
we're
sir.
going to corner the market. Let's do this. Let's go get our guaranteed ring."
Yes.
Yeah, they
That's
sacrificed.
a
Yes.
I
big
understand it.
difference, Larry.
He's cooking.
It's a big difference.
I
He's
understand that,
cooking.
but that's how everybody does work today now. These managers,
No,
yo,
because
listen,
of what
these
LeBron
team,
did.
no, listen,
LeBron started that whole buddy ball.
no. We're not going to do that because Karl Malone and Gary Payton went over to LA. Gary Payton got a ring in Miami. Come on, let's not do that because there's been
So no,
players.
I'm not taking anything away. So
Pippen went to
But
Houston
Gary
to play with
Payton
Charles
was a
Barkley.
night
and he went to
wing.
Portland.
Gary
Clyde Drexler
Payton was a
and
night
Charles
wing.
Barkley.
That actually was
Gary
considered.
Payton was
So
never
Larry,
a
wasn't
Larry, this
Batman.
is what I'm saying.
Pippen.
I'm not mad. I'm
Let's
not
not do
mad at
that.
him
No,
saying.
don't
I'm
say
not
it
mad
now
at the
because
move.
LeBron said as a free agent, let's talk.
Okay.
What other free agents is out here? Let's talk to these whoever is out here that want to play.
This how
Let's
this.
talk to us where y'all think it was the best place
So what I'm saying is
for
this,
us to
Larry. So what
win
I'm saying, I'm
because
not mad at
nobody
him for
wanted to come to
doing it.
Cleveland. I wouldn't have played
No,
in
I get
Cleveland
it.
if I had the
I
option.
would have did the
That
same
was his
thing because I'm
Carlos
hometown,
saying,
though.
Boozer,
Chill.
Carlos Boozer played LeBron when he was supposed to sign back with Cleveland. They got fucking one of the Flight brothers was what's
Larry
his name?
Hughes.
Larry Hughes on the tail end of his career. Larry Hughes he had that Gauskas. I'm like, come on, I'm just sitting there like
Shout out
nobody
to
want to
I'm
come
not
to
mad at him for
Cleveland,
doing
Big
it,
C.
bro.
Larry,
So I want to go
I'm not
somewhere.
mad at him for doing
Now
it.
listen,
I'm not.
all right, hold on. Prior to him going to Miami, now I like LeBron, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that some of the shit is self-inflicted. It's not self-inflicted.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna say that.
It
But
is
what
self-inflicted.
I'm
But go
saying
ahead.
is prior to him going to Miami, what were they record? They didn't make the playoffs.
Who?
They didn't make the
Miami
playoffs.
or the
Yes,
Cavs?
Miami.
My,
They didn't. They
D
didn't make.
Wade. What was
They
D
didn't make
Wade?
the
1 year.
playoffs 2 years
He was.
straight.
He was what? No, I think
All
he was
right.
1 year away from the
That's to be
chip.
fair.
He had just
They
won the
didn't make
finals the
the
year prior.
playoffs 2 years straight.
No,
that
no,
was
I think he won the finals like a year,
He
and
didn't
then
win
no, that was
Shaq was there.
2006. That was when Shaq was there. That was like 4 years
Yes,
before
thank you.
LeBron came. There was
So
there
2
was a
years
gap.
prior,
it
and I'm
was
gonna tell
not
you why.
2006.
It
D
was
Wade got hurt.
2006. I'm a Mavs fan. They beat us. Trust me, I remember.
D Wade got hurt. The year before LeBron decided to come there. So he played like 50 games, but they still was horrible. The year before that, they couldn't get over the hump after Shaq left. They was fighting because D Wade was doing every fucking thing.
They kept losing in the first round.
Yes. So
they kept
what happened was LeBron said, I gotta leave Miami. I gotta leave Cleveland because nobody wants to come here and play. Bosh is a free agent too. It's pieces that need to be in place for them to win there. It can't just be him and D Wade. So they went and got a power forward / rebounder /
You're right,
scorer.
Dr. Kyle. You're right. It was 4 years. Yep.
You're right, Dr. Cal. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you got it.
I brought it
I
up.
did the
But
math.
anyway, go ahead. Give Dr. Cal his credit. I understand.
I'm saying he came with numbers. You over there defending Joe Button's mixtape and shit again. Go ahead.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
With passion, but go ahead, Lawrence.
Larry, go ahead. Go. Pay attention, Larry. I'm listening. Go.
I'm done.
No, you're
Larry,
not.
listen.
Keep
Larry,
going.
bro.
I'm about to
Everything that you're saying
I'm about to delete
is totally correct.
You're fired. The contract has been revoked.
I'm not mad at you, Larry.
But what I'm saying is,
I agree with you too, Larry. I do see where you coming from, a good point, but it's hard to ignore what Dr. Kyle is saying.
I'm not ignoring that, not at all. But what I'm saying is, prior to him leaving, these actions have been happening prior to, but once he did it and decided to do the decision, that's when all the glory and everything that happens after that is always on LeBron. Players taking control of their own careers is because of LeBron. Like it was a bad thing. Now when players do it, we talked about KD. KD went to a 73 season, a team that won 73 games prior to. What we saying about KD?
Well,
nobody talks about that no more.
Nothing, because he was the finals MVP. He was the finals MVP twice. He was the best player on their team twice.
73 win in season.
They ain't winning. It don't matter. They still lost in the finals.
And who they lose to?
A 3-1 comeback from LeBron. From Bron.
So they went and got Kevin Durant, who was top 2 in the league for the team that got Klay Thompson and fucking Steph Curry, Draymond Green. Yeah, exactly. Stop that bullshit.
His glasses fog up when he get hype.
Listen. In some cases, I don't see anything he said wrong. I didn't see your response, but for me, we have too many talented players that come through this league that are championship worthy. What I mean by that, if you take them off a team that is a championship quality team, replace me with Kobe with Shaq. I don't win a championship. You don't think I could carry the Lakers to a championship? Like I've never.
How's that a problem?
No, he don't carry him. No,
you don't think at that time?
I'm a huge TMAC fan. I'm just saying he don't do it.
Nigga, they were saying he was the best player in the league.
What's that, Dr. Kyle? What's that saying? If my aunt had balls, it'd be my uncle. What's that saying?
That's not saying somebody in a rap. I forgot what you're gonna say in a rap.
Right. So it coulda, shoulda, woulda. Those bees don't make no honey.
You're right. You could have been good at basketball. What the fuck?
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Bees don't make honey.
I damn sure would show up and do what I do in the playoffs to elevate my team. I just never had the chance. So do I get diminished because I never won a championship? Right. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I can't rock with this. When he was on the same squad as Vince Carter, his cousin, I can't rock with this. With Chris Bosh, I can't rock with that.
They ain't had Chris Bosh with Vince Carter and TMAC. What the fuck is you talking about?
Oh, that's right. He left. He left, and they didn't have Chris Bosh then. My fault.
What's wrong with you?
My fault. But I'm saying he's on the Raptors with. He's on the Raptors with Vince Carter, his cousin. He had a great scenario.
He was young.
He's a rookie.
Oh my God! What is that? What does that mean?
He left at the second year with him.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking? Come on, B. 1 minute you be intelligent.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Can only work one way. Now. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas can only work one way, guys. Are we going to listen
to the rest of this, or do I find the clip with Gilbert?
Y'all choosing the story that works for your argument, and you're moving the goalposts. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna try to find.
It's got to work both ways.
Because I wanted to get to the part when they all put Stephen A in his spot. Even Molly, when she says, "Stephen A, wouldn't you want the certain people on your team, and you do it all the time?"
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And he tried to deny it.
If you're gonna call it on your table,
and that's the whole thing that I'm saying with LeBron, because the whole thing is that, bro, ring culture is the reason why everybody, not just LeBron, but ring culture is the reason why everybody's making moves, why you want to get on the team with the best players so y'all can win a ring. Other than that, it would be the same thing how it was back in the day. Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like LeBron sitting here saying, well, I don't know why ring culture is so important. You do know why. It's the same reason why you did it, why everybody else did it. Like, I'm not faulting LeBron, because I would have did the exact same thing. Like, I'm not mad at it.
And I 100, like I said, some of his shit that he does is self-inflicted.
Yeah, like, bro, you started this whole conversation because your actions were ring culture based, intended. Simple as that.
Can I ask a question? Do we have any confirmation that based on a player's rings, that can inflate their contract or any future negotiations on the team? Is it like if you have a ring
we won't have
versus
that
not have a
because
ring,
the reason.
you making more money on your next
Yeah,
contract?
I would say that. Yeah, because
a lot of role players did that. Yeah.
a lot of
We
role
got to
players
come
like
down
Tristan
to
Thompson,
defining it.
like LeBron got a lot of role players paid.
Yeah.
What's the little Australian guard was that played with Cleveland?
Deladova.
Deladova. Everybody,
yeah,
he got
he was
Booby
tough.
Gibson a contract. He got everybody on Maurice
Mario
Williams,
Mario
Daniel.
Chalmers.
He's gotten everybody a contract because of that championship.
Shout out.
Yeah.
After that championship, everybody got a contract.
Yeah,
and it wasn't like. So yes, that ring.
So
means
ring culture means something financially.
Financially,
for future,
if you play the part,
value contracts.
If you play the part in getting the ring, because we're not going to sit there and act like somebody that's just got a ring.
So what Gil is talking about is I mean, I think we got to go back and look at Draymond. Draymond might be right. Draymond might be right. The ring is valued over.
It's not
like that. I don't know.
If it's valued
not
more
for certain people, it's not
with money. We're not, but the players aren't looking at it like that. Even though LeBron said what he said, the players are chasing ring culture. The players have a financial value for future contracts vested in this thing too. So when we look at it, ring culture is over top of everything else. It's money
it's a
tied
resume
to it.
builder, right? It's
and
a resume
money.
builder where, like, if you go someplace now, you are like now. So and so is a veteran who has been in a winning locker room because he was on such and such championship team. So yeah, you'll have a team that's willing to bring you in, even if you're not really that good. You were on the finals team that won, blah blah blah, right? So yeah, there's absolutely financial ramifications in that. But just because if you're Deladova, doesn't mean you're walking past AI to be like, yeah, what's up? You'll grab me that coffee.
AI,
like, bro, we're not doing that.
But AI is looking over the fence at Deladova and saying, "God damn, I want that fucking ring." Right or wrong?
I mean, if that's the same case, he's looking at Tyrone Lue the same way. But who would you rather have on your team? Come on, what are we talking about?
I mean,
here?
we
You
know,
want him or Tyrone
but at
Lue?
the end of the day, AI want that ring, dog. Chuck want that ring, dog. They know that.
They do. But also listen, they want the ring, but also them being on a team, because it's not like they couldn't have left and maybe went and tried to get on another team. But the main goal of them getting to the league was to get paid, right? So they got buku contracts, whatever the case is. That's why you see a lot of older players that try to link up with other players at the end, right? Because like I didn't made all the money, I didn't did what my priority was. Priority was to come in the league, get paid as much money. I got all the money I got now. It's time for me to win. I want to go ring chasing now.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not mad at him for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, TMAC did it. TMAC did this last year for the Spurs. He could have got a ring, but they came short.
Didn't he do it trying to link up with Yao Ming?
No, he got traded over to.
I mean, he had a good setup right there. Ain't no reason
Yao Ming
why
got hurt. His feet was hurt the whole fucking time. Like, come on, bro.
Okay.
Yao Ming was tough. Yao Ming was
Let's listen to what Gilbert says now. I just want y'all. I want y'all to hear this.
Appeared to disagree.
Let's go, Dre.
With your comments about ring culture last week on First Take. You said that rings of players who were second options are not held in the same regard as those who were first options on championship teams. So Draymond went on Threads and posted the following.
You having trouble with the play button or what's going on?
He said, a bunch of non-champions having championship conversations. This world we live in is crazy. As to which, Gil, you responded. You said, you should thank us for the convo so second options and thirds get a fair judgment. Clay with 4 rings left off the top 75. Pippen has 6 rings and sits 32 all time. 6 people in front of him with no rings. Why? Exclamation point. Not my opinion. It's my research that exposed they don't respect second option rings. So,
my friend.
Watch how Gilbert.
I'm not coming at him. What am I coming at? We're not done. That's just the first part. Right. Draymond did offer a response. He quite frankly responded back with the following. Said, there would never be a reason for me to thank y'all about anything involving the game of basketball.
Now he was totally, Kyle, like we said, Kyle. How can you lead off with that first fucking line?
He's wilding. Because he's Draymond. He's
All right,
wilding
so
on that.
okay, we all agree on that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Not one particular thing. He said anything involving the game of basketball. Not one thing. Not even the Gilbert Arenas provision in the CBA. Nothing. There's also nothing you guys can say or topic y'all can cover that can change anything for me when it comes to the game of basketball or the NBA. Only someone who has never been a champion would think that that's a conversation that would ever matter. Your research was just missing one key perspective, a champion that understands what it means and takes to do so. So it's just a tad bit flawed. Now, y'all, we'll point out you are a Big 3 champion. You are a Battle Mode 2-on-2 champion.
That's how my motherfucker.
All right, but listen to his research.
That's how my fucking captain come through.
Now watch.
You know what's
Hey, yo, he
something's
gonna
wrong
think.
with y'all?
Listen.
Okay, here you go. There you go.
The problem is, I say research, you say personal. I'm pretty sure the conversation between them when Clay didn't make it, and they're sitting there asking why and crying and doing all this, someone goes and does the research for you and then gives you the answer. And then you attack the researcher. If you think there's something off about
speed it up so I won't.
what I'm saying, then you answer the question. Why do you think Clay, at the moment of time when they're voting, has 3 rings, he has 2 All-NBAs, and he has 5 All-Stars? Why would that man be left off the top 75 for number 75, who has 6 All-NBAs and 6 All-Stars? You would think the 3 championships will push him over the top. So if you don't like my fucking research and my answer, then you answer it. And please don't say, I don't care. Come up with an educated answer. 32 is Pippen. In front of Pippen is Allen Iverson. So come up with an answer that you can help the public. It has nothing to do with your feelings. Because I seen the answer. I seen when the Isaiah Thomas statement that Isaiah made when he basically said something about KD, where KD basically saved y'all careers and made y'all Hall of Famers, but he gets disrespected, but he saved y'all. Like I seen that interview, which is neither here nor there. I did the research. And all I'm saying is, they, not me, bitch, this is not my personal opinion. They, from the research, seems like they don't give 2 shits about second option rings. They're not valuing Scottie Pippen's 6 and 0 and Jordan's 6 and 0. They're not putting Kobe's 5 rings next to Derek Fisher's 5 rings. They're not. Whatsoever. Right? That's not me saying this personally. Like the people who are voting for you, they never won a championship. And if I ask you right now and say, what is harder to do? Win an MVP or win a championship? What would you say?
Probably harder to win an MVP.
No, disagree.
I say it's a championship.
Okay. Now, mathematically, percentage-wise, what is harder? Winning an MVP is one person, right? It's you versus 449 other people. 0.001 chance. Hold on. One. That's MVP's identity because it's 1 versus the field. 450 people. Now, when it comes to a championship, it's 1 team versus 29 other teams. Right? That's 17 players versus 433 other players. So your percentage is actually higher winning a ring because it's a team thing and there's 17 of you guys winning. There's only in history, out of all of the NBA, there's only been 36 MVPs. 36 in the game of basketball. There's only actually been 36. So when you think they're voting for your career and who you are as a player, when you're talking about your ranking, do you really believe that they're using rings as the base or they're using your individual accolades? Because, like I said, if I remove the rings, if you remove the rings and I say, all right,
he's the Hall of Famer.
I get it. No, what I'm saying is,
why is he not top 75?
Now tell me this. I'm not asking that. I'm not talking about Hall of Fame. If I tell you who resume is better, 6 All-NBAs and 6 All-Stars, or 2 All-NBAs and 5 All-Stars, which one now belongs in 75? So now you know why Dame was 75 and he was pushed out. His body of work first is what we go off. The ring just solves the tie. If there's a tie, you got 6 All-Stars, you got 6 All-Stars, now I go to the rings. The rings don't supplement your individual greatness that you bring to the game. So when you think about here, hold on. So when you talk about Pippen, when you talk about Pippen, and Allen Iverson is in front of him, Allen Iverson has 11 All-Stars, 4 scoring titles, 3-time steals champs, 7 All-NBAs, Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star MVP, 1-time All-MVP, right?
And what Clay do right after he didn't make it? Didn't he win the championship again after that? Oh, that's a team. All that shit off. Like that's what winning do. That's what winning mentality.
It shuts it off, but did it change anything? Did he move in front of him? That's what I'm saying. You're saying it means something to the person who's doing it. Here's really a thing. What some person said. They said when you can't do anything individually, you use team accolades to justify it.
Damn, was a selfish person that said that, right? Damn, that's
Rashad, please. That was my. That was a quote. Not my opinion. I'm just.
Did that make sense? What he just said? Do you hear what he said just there?
Dream along those lines, like, well, I played with Steph in them. That's what he's using Steph and Clay.
Both sides, there's truth to both sides' arguments.
On the team with stars.
I'm just saying that Gil has to say what he's saying when he's ringless.
Oh yeah,
that's the only counter argument.
All right, so I'm lost.
That's the only counter.
I'm lost because what he's saying is from research. It's not his just opinion. So you're saying now he only can say that because he don't have a ring? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying that he has to, of course, support that argument because he falls into the population that was an elite level scorer and did not get a ring.
But what position? He don't have no dog in a fight for what he's just speaking of.
Oh, he definitely got a dog in the fight because Nick Young throw that ring in his face.
And you know what? And you know what Kenyon Martin said to him?
Podcast.
And you know what Kenyon Martin
he throws it in all of their faces. That's
you know what Kenyon Martin said to him?
That's his wild draw 4 card.
Right, but you know what Kenyon Martin says?
Uno out.
And he loses the deck. Did you play any fucking minutes in those games in that series?
And then Nick Young responds and says,
"I still got the ring. I still got the ring."
Because once you cook. Look, I'm gonna give you the inverse.
Or the one that got shot.
Can I give you the inverse? The inverse of this whole the inverse of the whole argument is Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole got a ring from the Warriors and is now able to play and not give a damn what happens. He pulled from the logo. Jordan Poole is the inverse of this exact dichotomy we're looking at.
I can't say that because even though he got a ring with them, Jordan Poole was putting up those fucking numbers.
He was putting up awful shots.
I don't give a fuck how you look at it.
He ruined a generation of basketball
fans. He had the green light on the
fans.
Golden State Warriors.
He did not. He did not. Steph was looking at him and throwing his mouthpiece in the crowd. So pissed. Got kicked out of a game.
Green light in Golden State.
He was cooking.
He was pulling. He was pulling, bro. He was making.
He was the hired gun coming off that bench.
He was just making them.
Hey, Larry, just making them. But also keep in mind that was the type of system.
That's Nick Young. That's Nick Young, but the bucket goes in.
He earned that. No, not everybody can come and fuck off that bench and just start letting that shit fly.
Come on, cuz. You can with Steph on the court. Come on.
No, he was letting it fly with Steph on the court.
They can't leave Steph. They gotta leave 4 people on Steph. It's not 6. They need a coach to be playing.
So now you're going from individual to team.
Come on, Larry. Larry. All I'm saying is Jordan Poole is the counter argument to this whole thing.
How?
Because he got a ring.
Larry, listen.
Steph earned that. Steph earned that.
You got Steph, KD, and Clay on the same team. You could put me on that team, and I'm shooting threes.
And guess what? And they going in.
And they're
off
going
the glass. And they going in. Because you got all confidence because it don't matter. You going to get that ring.
I'm shooting
There's nothing lost.
Now, when he went over to Washington, what happened in Washington?
He got exposed. He didn't look like a champion.
No, because he was all about the individual accolades now.
No. Because he ain't no number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 option.
I got my bag, bro.
He got the money.
He doesn't care. He's not a championship caliber.
To me, I'm an all-star. I got the big contract. I want my own team now. So I could just let that shit go, and you can't do nothing about it. You're going to pay me anyway. Ha-ha, motherfuckers. Gotcha. And everybody said it. He's going to be horrible when he go to a team when he has to be the leader. Oh, you're going to wake up to see the smell of coffee?
I mean,
this is what you're going to smell. But
he was horrible.
To get that contract,
he was horrible throughout
it.
You can make a bad shot. You can make a bad shot.
Kyle, can you tell him that Jordan Poole was cooking over in Golden State? Can you please tell him that?
Anybody is cooking with KD, and you know what I mean? Come on, KC. Anybody is. They can't stick you. Once you look off, they're gone.
I'm
Your
stuck.
confidence is
Dr.
low.
Kyle,
Your confidence
Dr.
is
Kyle,
way
please
up.
speak.
Not going in
Please
there.
speak.
He's coming off the wood. He letting that thing fly. He
Pause.
don't care.
Pause.
Confidence is
Pause.
He
way
was
up.
very
Pause.
listen.
That was crazy.
My fault.
That was
My
that was stupid.
That was a little
Look,
crazy. My bad. My bad.
Jordan
I'm gonna
Poole
do.
was very fortunate to be in a situation of Golden State, and he thrived in that situation, right? Like he did what he was supposed to do. He was put in a great situation, and he handled his business. Like he wasn't just coming off the bench like 4.5. My man was cooking. He was cooking out there, and he benefited. And so, to your point, B, he benefited off of winning that chip. His stock was high, right. He fight situation that was caught on camera, so he had leverage with that. So he played himself. He got a nice contract.
Wait.
Kyrie got the ring, which is what most people are trying to do, right? Or
Right.
again, you get paid. So he got the ring before he got paid. So now he's like, look, I can go anywhere. I really don't care because I have the ring. I can walk around and have that ring on my finger, and I got a max contract. Like I'm straight. But again, he did what he was supposed to do given the situation that he was in. Like he showed up. He played very well. It wasn't like he was just like a bum player. Like he was playing very well. He earned that contract by NBA standards.
He made He made the
But
shots.
again,
He took horrible shots.
He
A
had
lot
to
of
made
them
the
were
shots that he
horrible.
was supposed to do.
He made them though.
He made the shot. Listen, if he's not making those shots, he's not
You're
going
not
to
getting that
be
contract.
in those playing those minutes. And he's not getting that contract. And Steve Kerr is not going to just put him in these like meaningful
In
minutes.
clutch moments. Like, come the fuck on. He's on the court
That's
with
what it
them
is. Yeah,
guys.
like he was out there when the game counted. Yeah, he was on the game. He was in the game
And
when it
had
counted.
the, but all I'm saying is
But he
had a lot of them shots that he took and he made. Fortunately, should have been a second pass to Steph.
Okay. How many times you
let
played
me
with
ask
me?
you
He
this.
got
Let me
knocked out by
No,
Draymond in
stop.
practice for a
Hey.
reason.
No, stop,
B.
B. No, Kyle,
B,
don't
let
say
me
nothing.
ask you
Don't
a
say nothing,
question,
Kyle.
B.
I got something. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. 100. Okay. How many years we played together?
A number of years, yeah.
A number
60?
of years.
Go ahead.
Do you think you average more playing with me or without me? Playing with any other guards? How do you think you had better numbers playing with me or any other guard that you played with?
Play with you, yeah, because yeah.
This is
Because
podcast. You
I
gotta say
made it happen. No, I'm not. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm messing with
not.
you. I'm messing with you.
Kyle,
I'm messing with you.
Kyle
Go
know
ahead.
too. Listen, playing with me a lot. I played in a way where I got people open, but you had to make the shot. Ask K how many times I've cussed him the fuck out because this nigga passed the ball again and told me, oh, he was open. Nigga, you right under the basket.
Well, that's not the same. That's not the same scenario as Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole was taking.
You said because they had to cover me. K got open because they had to cover me.
No. A lot of times Steph was wide open, waiting for the kick, and didn't get it. That's what caused him to fling his mouthpiece
some old
out.
crazy shit now. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. He had
You
the
don't
ball
remember
in his hand
Steph.
to
You
make
don't
a
remember
play.
Steph
You
threw
gonna
his
sit there and say
mouthpiece.
that K was open? I mean that Steph was open. He didn't pass on the ball.
You don't remember Steph threw his mouth. You don't remember Steph threw his mouthpiece out.
Put me with Steph's name too.
Steph, listen, Larry. You don't remember when Steph threw his mouthpiece to the crowd, hit the person, and then got a technical foul ejection?
You talking about
that was all. Play. But that was because of what happened.
Play.
That's
You're
because
talking
of
about
Jordan
one play
Poole.
over a whole contract. He got a max deal.
That was
and you
a
want to talk
pivotal
about
game.
one play?
What do you? That's like the championship is on the line. What are you talking about? Steph got ejected because of how hot
many
he was.
fucking minutes did he play at Golden State?
The finals was on the line, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you with me? Do you understand where
the
I'm
chicken
coming from?
should have got swung to Steph and it
fucking
didn't.
play.
I don't know if you're missing the whole play. Go ahead, Kyle.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Yes.
You have AI and you have Tyronn Lue. Which basketball career would you rather have? Just as a player, would you rather have Tyronn Lue or would you rather have AI? Now Tyronn Lue has what, 1 or 2 rings because he was in that Lakers system, right?
Prince for a day or king forever.
That's a tough.
So
that's a tough one.
Who would you rather be? Because Tyronn Lue was fortunate enough to be a part of that system, right? He got a ring or 2, but he's not talking to AI or talking to other different people that don't have a ring a certain type of way. But I ask you, what career would you rather have as a player? Not including Tyronn Lue as the coach, just as a player.
God,
you gotta think about it.
Like you said, Listen. Like,
crazy.
Casey,
actually had to think about that.
Like you're saying,
I'm not thinking
these
about what
different
Dr. Kyle said. What KC just said was Prince for a day or King forever. And when he put it like that, you
Kyle's
start to.
talking to you. You talking about K? Answer Kyle's question.
But he just paraphrased it with a great metaphor.
Thank you.
Do you want to be king forever or prince for a day?
But see, I'm not shitting on his analogy or comparison because the king has the jewelry. In this situation, AI doesn't have the jewelry. So I'm asking you,
I think even if you ask AI that question, he might pause for a second.
No, he won't.
I think
that motherfucker will say, "I take my career all day long."
All right,
and you'll see a tear, and you'll see a tear drop out of his eye when he say it.
Here we go.
Because guess what? Tyronn Lue is not. He's not top 75. He's not top 100. He won't be top 200.
Not at all.
I'm asking, but he has a ring.
Won't be top 449.
Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson
is.
So I'm
Allen Bubba Chuck Iverson is and always has always been, will always be my favorite basketball player that's ever played the game. So I'm always going to choose him
how you
over
hesitate to
Tyronn
answer
Lue.
You hesitated
because
to answer the question.
I said because of what KC said.
Kyle,
what KC said.
I will take Allen
So do you
Iverson
mean to tell
college
me
career over Tyronn Lue college career?
But what KC said is a good metaphor. Prince for a day, because that's what we're talking about. It all sums down to Prince for a day or King forever. That's all this sums up to.
All right, well, listen.
That's tough. That's tough.
Let's
Kyle,
talk about.
You know how somebody can ask you a question within a question so they don't answer the question? That's what the fuck this motherfucker. Tap dancer like a motherfucker. You was a tap dancer. What's his fucking name?
That's
to the stare or some shit. You are
a
tap dancer.
Gregory
Hines. Yeah.
Dr. Kyle, you could have said Robert Ory. You could have said Robert Ory or TMAC. Which would I'd rather
you
have.
Take Robert Horry.
And
you take Robert Horry.
And once KC said that metaphor, I would have still had the same pause.
You take
I
Robert
think you're
Horry.
missing a point. You're missing
take
a
Robert
point.
Horry. No, you know how some things it's like Michael Jordan, LeBron. What you'll say? Michael Jordan, right away. You see what I'm saying? You'll say that right away. What is there to think about if I'm asking you Robert Horry or TMAC? I am not in hell, nowhere in hell thinking about those goddamn Robert Horry.
I bet you TMAC is. I bet you TMAC is.
This show is about to be.
I bet you he is, man.
This all right, like
you can't think these guys aren't sitting
Doc.
there wanting to ring.
This motherfucker, where mine at to save? Mine ain't sit here to save you right now. You stumbled on some shit and fell flat face first in that motherfucker.
That's not true. I'm telling you,
you had to hesitate.
Even
Tyronn Lue over or fucking AI, and
you just saw the AI jersey in my gym. You just saw it in my background.
Hang it up. No, you hesitate. You might have to take it down. I don't know.
I ain't hesitate. I said it's not about the players. It's not about the players. It's about the metaphor KC brought.
We ain't even getting to Jim and Nas. This is irrelevant because this shit that you just did today.
Jim and Nas.
I mean,
there's no reason. There's no reason to talk about Jim and Nas. We're not doing
you on some bullshit today.
No way.
I'm glad we back because hopefully all your kinks is out of this shit. Because today you was whoa. You was out of pocket today, brother. You was out of pocket today. I hope all the kinks is out now. Be ready next week. Have it set up in your area where you're gonna be.
Ain't nothing. The lighting. I need the viewers to tap in and hit the comments because this was crazy. King for a day,
Dr. Kyle.
I'm sorry, Prince for a day, King forever.
Brother. Thanks for showing up, Dr. Kyle's Black Psychologist Podcast. Please, Dr. Kyle, you got any shout outs?
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Black Psychology Podcast, my guy Dr. J, Trend, down in DC, getting everything situated. And that's about it, man.
Wife to be.
Shout out to the big bro. Yeah, I mean, wife to be, big bro, everybody. That's about it, brother. Appreciate you guys having me on. I Appreciate the love.
Salute, my brother. I appreciate you locking in because today was Cooper Flag Day. That's the only reason you locked in. And all of a sudden his phone worked and shit.
Hey, man,
That's crazy, right, B?
I gotta make
right,
sure
Kay?
my minutes is right.
All of a
I
sudden his
gotta make
phone
sure my
worked.
minutes is
When we
right.
talk about Dallas, all of a sudden his phone worked. Send me the link.
Five bars. No, listen. Oh no, see, this is B. I'm letting Larry live because we also didn't get to his one of his players out here point shaving with the Beasley situation, but it's all right though.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
We got out here just in time.
We that wasn't on the board.
You podcast shaving. You podcast shaving.
We got 2 hours and
you
45 minutes in. It's too late.
It's cool,
too late.
It's cool, B. Don't worry about it.
B, Eagles Super Bowl champion, the man of the B side.
Shout out to Dr. Kyle, black psychologist. Shout out to KC and LaShawn. Gotta shout y'all out. Yeah, y'all look great. Shout out to
That's
you,
not what
Ray.
you said in the text message. Cause I'll send K what you said.
Okay,
now all of a sudden you look great. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the text. I'm gonna screenshot and send it. Now I'm snitching. Yeah,
Go
since
ahead.
I'm ducking, I'm snitching. You're a fucking fraud. You all
shout out to BA. He ain't pop on for this
he ain't
one.
pop up today, but yeah, shout out to BA.
And shout out to the whole squad, everybody who watched. Shout out to Mont. Only person who be having my back on this joint. Good look, Mont.
Oh.
What's wrong with? Oh my God.
Yeah, only man that had my back. Yeah. That's what the fuck is wrong with you?
Only. I mean, I ain't say it like that.
You did say it like that.
Listen. You can't even have support. You can't even show support for people though. But this is crazy.
Oh man, go ahead, hey K.
Hey, shout out to everybody.
The huswife.
Thanks for joining.
KC Jenner.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them all the text messages you were saying, but just a second ago, y'all look good. Yeah, all right. Frog. K, what's up with your shout outs, bro?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody on the podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, Dr. Kyle, baby bro. We also got Brandon, also my brother, good old Larry, aka Next Step and everything. BA, where you at? We missed you today. Hopefully we'll see you next week. But just hit that subscribe button, that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, for
Get
sure.
Your bars
man.
up.
Dr. Kyle, Black Psychologist Podcast. Our man B with the B side, he'll have his segment eventually soon. K, listen, S&T Barbecue, stay sturdy.
Whoa.
He got a podcast coming out. That's the name of his podcast.
All right.
Okay?
You ain't. All right, go ahead. Took you some time, but go ahead.
Calm down. Brotherly Love Basketball League. He out of pocket. He be reaching, don't he, Kyle? He be reaching. He been reaching all day, dog. That's no pause. You've been reaching like a motherfucker, bro. But you done messed up my whole shout outs. But shout out to everybody, man. Oh, listen. My wife, she just started her candle business. Her website will be going up soon. So I need y'all to, if the website ain't up,
drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat
so everybody can, I send y'all, what y'all need to do, whatever. But Allure Aroma, that's the name of her candle business.
Okay. Nice.
Who else? Shout out to everybody, man. Family, friends. Big rest in peace to my Uncle Ted. He passed away this past week.
Sorry to hear that. Condolences.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
For sure,
man. Prayers, brother.
He lived his life, man. Uncle Ted showed me a lot about women and everything, man. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my family. Hold your heads. We're gonna be good. I know he's in a better place right now.
Absolutely.
But shout out to the fans, all our subscribers, those are going to subscribe, those who are just popping in. We appreciate all y'all. But until next time, man, you're in the basement with your way. Next step in who?
Okay.
Dr. Kyle and B from the B side. Until next week, y'all. We'll be here next week. We should be here. We're going scheduling. We're going to get it together, bro. We're going to get it together. Peace. I'll let y'all. Ooh.
Take notes.
All right, folks, appreciate y'all. That was a great show. Dr. Kyle, thanks for showing up on your radio check phone.
Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.
Get a better setup next week, B, or I'm not bringing you on the show.
Niggas need to relax and take notes.
If you want to have a section, you gotta have an area. Go in your closet, take the coats off the hanger and stuff. Whatever you gotta do, you need a section. You gotta have a section. I'm done talking to you, man. You've been muted. Back in the day, you've been muted. You've been muted. All right, brothers, I love y'all.
Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.